Did I turn? Yes, I did. I did turn my mic on. Good for me. Good for me. Yippee! We're back! It's one of those days, huh? Happy Friday! I've been gone for a month! It was not a restful vacation. But that's okay. Sometimes that just happens. What you gonna do? Not much. You just kind of cope with it. We just gotta cope. That's all we can really do right now. Models are lagging slightly, so let me just make sure everything is good on the Bridger's end. Thank you, Bridger. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Spill the beans. Beans, you're okay with spilling, of course. Of course! I'm probably gonna have loads of fun time to talk to y'all about what has happened on my vacation and all of the things that have happened on the vacation that I am catching up on. It's a lot. It's a lot. Everything went on fire when you were gone. It seems like things caught on fire very quickly. Don't know what happened, really. It all just kind of happened at once, it seems. But that's how it goes, I guess. I guess that's how it goes. But first, before we do that, let me say thank you. Jeez. We just got... One second. Let me read. And also, let me get a little closer to y'all. Aha! Hi. I haven't streamed in a while. Actually, that's too close. I haven't streamed in a while, so my brain is like, oh gosh, you have forgotten everything about what you do. How does this work? How do you talk? Great question. Don't have answers. We'll figure it out as we go. That's just life, huh? July has been something. It seems like July was kind of the month everything was on fire. And that's kind of rough, homies. That's kind of rough. How's stream work? Great question. Don't know. Honestly, the most freeing thing was when I learned that if I don't know the answer to something, I can just say I don't know and learn about it afterwards. I don't have to learn about it immediately or give an opinion on something I don't know, because that's just bad. That's just not making an informed, I guess, decision and saying informed things. True, nobody knows everything. No one knows everything. And that's just kind of the thing that we got to accept. Is like, we're not going to know everything. And that's okay. Speaking of fire, there's a wildfire 30 miles from me. Please be safe. Please make sure that you're safe and have a place to go. Oh my gosh, so much is happening. But first thing that popped out is Big Bo. Thank you for your stuff. Happy 49 months. Honey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your vacation and that you came back full of energy and excitement. I have. Even if it wasn't all restful, I have. Besides that, I wanted to ask you one thing. In my time zone, it's 10 past midnight, and that implies that it's birthday. It implies it's my birthday. May I be so selfish and bold to ask you for the 4th year to sing me a happy birthday song, please? Yes, of course, McBo. You asked so nicely. It's so kind of you to ask. I'll tell y'all a story about that in just a moment. I will say thank you after the hype train has passed. In the meantime, I will tell you a lovely little story about my nephew. I love my sweet little nephew. On my vacation, well, let me put that away if I'm not reading out the subs yet. So I'm gonna wait for y'all to do your thing with a story. Oh no, Meta, your stream streak, 172. Ripperoonie. Ripperoonie and pizza. Wait, no, what was it? Nope, I can't remember. I always go back to my cousins in the summer, and they have the funniest... I always forget. They have the funniest, like, isms. Like, the little sayings they say. Like, I came back... So, first off, I went on vacation to see my grandma and my country cousins. And I came back with an even stronger accent, and I met some other cousins. Like, I was meeting some cousins visiting me from Florida. And I said in it naturally. Oh gosh, Joko, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I said in it. like, I don't, in case, I'll say it slower in case y'all don't hear it. But it's, isn't it? But you say it faster and casually, just, you say in it. And my Florida cousin looked over at me. And they went, and I'm just like, what? Shut up, you. Shush. It's Tuesday, isn't it? We just talk funny, alright? We just talk funny. But yeah, my cousins never get into an argument with country folk. They will say the wittiest things that will make your brain hurt from how quick and smart it is. I feel like it's that scene from The Shire from Lord of the Rings where Bilbo's like, what was it? Because I do not have the fast comeback brain that my cousins do. But it's like that. It's just, I like half as much of you as twice as much as you, or something like that. Let me look it up, because now I'm curious. What is it? What does Bilbo say to his family before he fades out? What does Bilbo say at his birthday party? Can I just say I love the emotion you give with your ears? I too rig my VTuber's ears moving with to browse. Yeah! It's smart. It adds a little bit to the movement. Where was it? Bilbo says, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like. And I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. And that is the vibe of what my cousins say. That is what my country cousins say. Like, that genre of phrase where it's like, I am so confused there were so many words, but it's very clever. So anytime I go over, my grandma, she's wonderful. She's sharp, snappy. I'm glad I visit her. She goes, wow, honey, you're so quiet. Like, you're always so reserved and quiet. And I'm like, yep, I love listening to y'all, and I do occasionally talk a little bit. For the most part, it's because I'm like, y'all talk so fast and so smart. I cannot keep up. I cannot keep up with y'all. Y'all are too witty. So witty. So they're a bunch of funny... My cousins are basically hobbits. My family... Oh! Bo, thank you for the 12 gifted subs. But yes, back to the story about happy birthday. It's not a huge story. It's just a cute little one, McBo. I think you would like it. But my little nephew, he's about 1-ish now. He's a little over 1, actually. He's getting very chatty very quickly. He's learning a lot of words. So now we have to be so careful when we talk around him, because he will pick up a word. And one of his favorite things to sing right now, aside from the wheels on the bus go round and round, is happy birthday. He loves singing happy birthday. And it's so useful when you want to celebrate a cousin's birthday. And we got a lot of them. So anytime we start singing happy birthday, he knows the lyrics. He goes, happy birthday, hoo, hoo, happy birthday, hoo, hoo. And here's the other thing. He keeps going. He goes, happy birthday, dear Gamma. Happy birthday to you. And then happy. And he keeps going in a loop. In a loop. But he only knows how to say happy birthday to Grandma. It's so cute. He's adorable. It's so cute. He's so funny. So what happened was, he went over to see my cousins with my dad and my mom. So he traveled early. Meanwhile, me and my sister, who is his mother, traveled a week later because we booked the tickets late. So he spent a week with his grandma and grandpa over on the countryside. And because he was hanging out with my mom, his grandma, he learned the phrase, peace gamma, peace gamma. It's so cute. It's so funny. But here's the thing. He did, for the last week we were there, hit like the terrible twos stage, where he thought he could get whatever he wanted so long as he said, peace gamma, even though he was saying it to me. He would not say peace gamma to anyone, to his grandma. No. He would say it to everyone. He was like, ooh, please gets me what I want, but please gamma gets me an extra what I want. And I'm like, no, buddy, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. It's very adorable and it's good, but that's not how that works. It was so cute. But yeah, it was very funny because by the end of the trip, he had learned to call me auntie, or auntie, which is so adorable and so cute because I was rooming right next to him and his mom. So every time he would wake up, he would get out of the room, like his mom would let him out, and he would go immediately to knock on my door and he'd go like, knock, auntie, good morning. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. This is adorable. And so then his mom would open the door and go like, okay, here you go. And she would go take care of his breakfast. And I'd be like, okay, buddy, let's get on my bed. So I'd lift him up and put him in my bed and be like, we want to play with a car? Oh, you brought a car today. Okay. Does it go vroom? And basically I would just start playing with him while his mom got his breakfast ready. It was very fun. It was extremely fun, not super restful. I'll get into more why later. But part of it was like we were always watching a 1-year-old, like perpetually. So I didn't get a whole lot of time to myself when my sister needed time to herself. So we were taking shifts. Just want to thank you for being a huge inspiration. Because of you, I've seen modest success with a weekly VTuber fan art project, along with eventual plans to become one myself. Ooh. I'm glad, Sable. I hope you're having fun doing that, and congratulations! Leon, my nephew, behaves similarly. He thinks he can get away with stuff so long as he says, excuse me afterwards. Kids are so funny. Kids are so funny. Oh my gosh. Johnny, yeah, it doesn't seem like he preferred to just chill and vibe mostly. No. He does not. On the plus side, I posted a picture to Blue Sky where he drew in my sketchbook with pencils. And I eventually gave him crayons. He did do exactly what his mother did when she was a baby, where he drew on my already existing drawings. And as a kid, that made me upset. But as an adult, I'm like, this is fine. I'll just draw it again. Like, not a big deal, you know? Insane. But while we were at it, before I forget, let me do a little sing-song. Let me sing a little something for McBo. Cinnamon, I actually completely forgot I have a Blue Sky account. That happens sometimes. I like to post to Blue Sky, and just because the community on Blue Sky is quite nice. It is definitely smaller, but the way it works is like you can customize your feed so nicely. So I wake up, I look at a social media, and it's not Twitter because that's so much rage bait. If I look at Blue Sky, it's like it's nice art. It's people sharing things they like. I like it. It's quite good. But yeah. Before I get too forgetful. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, McBo. Happy birthday to you. 4 years in a row, baby. Good job. Good job. Happy birthday. It just happened. Just in time. Oh. It was a good vacation. It was fun. I find it harder to find people in Blue Sky. It can be a little tricky. It's definitely navigating a different site. I find that if I spend too much time on Twitter, though, I will get sucked into the void and not get anything done. But yeah, thank you so much, honey. No worries, McBo. Thank you for telling me, and thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Gecko was all calculated. I remember that on Blue Sky, it reminded me of a post where a mother gives her child, who may or may not be on the spectrum, scribble on a big piece of paper and she colors it to make it modern art. That's cool. But yeah, unknown error, if you do exclamation point blue sky, you can actually see. It's basically a alternative Twitter where it's not as in your face with a whole bunch of rage bait, and it's a lot more customizable in terms of feeds. It's very nice. But yeah. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, the vacation with Nephew was very, very fun. But yeah, he did scribble in my pages a little bit, and I was like, oh no, buddy, Nephew, don't do that. So I gave him blank pages he could draw on. And it's really good. I wanted to make sure I didn't snap at him for doing that, where I was like, instead of going, don't do that, it's more of a like, oh, here, let me give you a different page, buddy. I'll give you one all by yourself, you know? It was very good. Because my sister is very funny. She's like, I don't want him playing, like, high contact sports, and I want him to get really into art. And I'm like, say no more. I got you. I can do that. I can foster the art drive in this child. We can start early. It will be glorious. We'll have another artist in the family yet. Quest accepted. Exactly. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. He's very, very fun. He's very cute. He thinks every color is blue right now, which is that's very funny. I'll show him like a yellow car and he'll be like, what color? I'll be like, what color is this, Nephew? And he's like, boo. Nice try, very close. It's yellow. And it just goes like that forever. It goes like that forever. It's adorable. Honey, I will turn him into the arch side of the force. I will love and foster my nephew's skills and desire to create. He'll become one of the most dangerous people in the world, an artist with free will. The main reason I want to get him into drawing is so often drawing is something that is pushed aside when you get older. Like a lot of the times it's not something that is not encouraged, but it's not something that is dissuaded or discouraged, but it's not fostered once people usually hit 10, maybe like 12-ish. I find that like if you consistently foster a good relationship with kids and art, they will continue to do it into adulthood. And art is very good for you. It allows you to do a lot of introspection in terms of like who you are as a person, what you like, how you empathize with other people. It's really, really cool. And I hope that giving him the space and the tools to use these things will really, really help him. So I'm excited. He's like not even 2 yet. I'm very excited to see where he goes. How are you doing? Been a while since I was here. Hey, Majestic Grain. It's been good. Speaking of, let me say thank you to y'all real quick before we keep going. So, let me grab this. Nah. But you know what I'll do? While I say thank you, I will run a 3-minute ad. That way, y'all can get up, get a drink, because I have been streaming for about 30-ish minutes now. Yeah, that's a pretty good place to take a quick break. And then we'll do a little story and like how vacation went. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of just chilling and listen to some music. Oh, I'm so excited to do more art. I'm so excited. But yeah, I will see y'all in about 3-ish minutes while I say thank you. So, see you in a sec. Because yeah, I turned off ads. So there should be pre-rolls. They may or may not work, because sometimes Twitch is a little finicky with how the ads work. My thought was to use pre-roll ads just for now. Well, so I don't have to worry about timing them all the time. But this first one, I think, would be good. Was that a truck outside? What the heck? I don't know if y'all heard that. There's pre-rolls. I saw someone mention it earlier. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, y'all heard the honk too. The beep beep. Beep beep. That's funny. But while we're at it. Oh gosh, did I close the tab? Oh gosh, what did I do? Honey, what did you do? Okay, well, I guess I gotta open it again. Oh god, that's what I did. Okay, that makes more sense. I dragged it into OBS by accident, so it appeared in somewhere else. I'm listening to a lot of new music. But Meta, thank you for the resub. Happy 43 months. Just want to say, honey, I missed you and thank you for being you. I missed you too. I miss being here. It was nice. It was good to take a little break, and I'm very happy I did. Also, I'm so excited for what's coming next. A lot of stuff happens, so I didn't fully rest on vacation, if I'm being completely honest. But it's okay. It's okay. Things are happening now. Anyways, Meta, thanks for the ear wiggles. Of course, I said it while the ads are going, so they can't hear. They can't hear me being bad on vacation. But Meta, thank you for the hydrate and breathe. No, don't glaze over that. No, sorry, doing the redeems. And the posture check, thank you. Lost Hero, thank you for the hydrate redeem. Oh, a little stretchy. Oh, good stuff. Oh, I got my nephew to stretch. It's so cute. So cute. I've got 3 more months until I hit 4 years on your stream. A lot of people are hitting 4 years now, dang. But I'd take an art break because nothing was coming out. That's pretty much what I did on my vacation. Pretty much just took an art break, which was so difficult, but so good for me. My art feels good now. It's nice. Jedi, thank you for the resub. Happy 42 months. Jedi, this means honey is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Welcome back, honey. Hope your vacation was full of nothing but wholesome goblin chaos, and I can't wait to hear about it once I get home from work in a couple hours. This is also my longest running sub on Twitch, and I couldn't be happier. Here's to many more months, honey. Thank you, Jedi. And I hope you have a good time getting home from work. Get home safe. Al Pacino, thank you for the resub. Happy 13 months. Fireworks Artemis, thank you for the resub. Happy 22 months. Yippee! Pepper Barracuda, happy 16 months. Welcome on back. And Vulcan, happy 44 months. Gobbo missed so many things. What a joy. I missed a lot when I went on vacation. A lot. Insane. Also, Will Fleet, thank you for the resub. Happy 43 months. Return of the Queen. I could be a king if I so please. Gecko, thank you for the resub. Happy 51 months, buddy. Ah. Welcome back. And also, Ukra NPC, thank you for the resub. Happy 35 months. Oh gosh, the ads ended and we're still going. Johnny, thank you for the resub. Happy 19 months. Coming up on 2 years sooner now. Welcome back at last, honey. I hope your vacay was a wonderful one. I missed you and your silly antics. Here's to many more months, years, and centuries. Let's go! I hope so! I hope so! Oh, Jim, thank you for the resub. Happy 9 months. Congrats on your stream, baby. Congratulations. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I have not used my voice this much in a month. So we're gonna see how I feel tomorrow. I did my warm-ups and everything and made sure to take care of my voice. But when I don't stream, I don't talk a whole lot. I sing a whole lot when I'm doing art, but I'm not particularly yappy off stream. So we're gonna see how my throat does. Buriak, thank you for the resub. Happy 49 months. Welcome back, honey. Hope you had a lovely vacation. I did. And Ramen Numeral, happy 32 months. We're so back. Hambles with Needle, happy 25 months. Chojiku, happy 26 months. Honey's back. Hope you had a great vacation. Thank you. And Vanakin, happy anniversary to ya. Coming up on 1 year. Pretty much, yeah. Hope the renovations haven't been too much today. They haven't. Okay, so I warned my mods earlier because I literally just got a message from my neighbors that they're going to be doing renovations as soon as I get back from vacation. It's fine. So I am asking for their hours. So hello, Big Ray. I'm asking for their hours of work and going like, okay, so when are you gonna start renovations? And it seems like it was quiet this morning, but I hear a little bit of hammering right now, but it shouldn't get picked up by the mic. So hopefully it stays that level of noise, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. I really, really hope. But if you ever hear any construction in the background, do let me know and I will adjust. Your honey's back. Time to start construction right now. They were waiting for me. They wanted me to hear their renovations. How considerate. I do appreciate that they at least told me. And I was like, okay, well, thank you for telling me. Sucks, but I understand. It happens. Snail Space, thank you for the resub. Happy 26 months. And also, a level 1 wizard, thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry I missed your raid message, but I hope you are doing well, and thank you for trusting me with your community. Sable, on the subject of talking, do you have any vocal warm-ups one could use? I plan on doing 2 sets of voices for the eventual VTubing, and it would help a lot to know. Ooh. You know what? After I say thank you, why don't we go over vocal exercises? Because this is what I do, and Dingus taught me what to do. And so far, it's been working pretty well, so I like it. Meta, you haven't been in panic? That's okay, Meta. You do what you gotta do. Chill, relax. We'll be right here whenever you need to, okay? Also, Firewatch Artemis, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And B French, thank you for the resub. Happy 19 months. Hey, honey, happy 19 months with Cozy Art Goblin. Hope you had a good vacation. Oh, yeah. And Levi 3D, thank you for the resub. Happy 6 months. I also see that prediction ended where it was like, does Honey remember to unmute her mic? I did this time round. I did this time round. Ho ho ho. Ha ha ha. Also, McBoda Toilette, thank you for the resub. Happy 49 months. Thank you again. And Driznar, thank you again for the 8 months. I'll go deserve hug. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's still going. What did y'all do? What did y'all do? Drago, thank you for the resub. Happy 45 months. Joko, thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. Rarik, happy 4 months. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you, Rarik. And Joko, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. McBo, thank you for the 12 gifted subs. Sindale, thank you for the resub. Happy 30 months. Oh gosh. You enter a room and everything's on fire. Roll Constitution save. I think you can just roll. Just roll. Myth, I'm almost done setting up that vocal workout for you. Just finishing up drafting the last bits of explanations, and I'll be filming it, editing it down a bit, and then I'll set it your way. Thank you, Myth. I'm always down to hear, like, vocal tips, because I am not professionally trained. Singing in front of people is very difficult. And you would think, honey, you sing all the time on stream, and it's like, that's different. That is similar, but different, you know? Esgaram, thank you for the resub. Happy 47 months. And LP Prince, happy 32 months. Welcome on back. Crovenant, thank you for the 29 months. Desecration Demon, thank you for the 200 shinies. I get home from work and Honey's back. First good news all week. Sounds like a lot was happening, huh? An official Goose God, happy 20 months. Welcome back, Honey. Hope you had a wonderful vacation. I did. Thank you for asking. Or, thank you for saying that. Tumbleweed, happy 21 months. Honey, you're home. Hi, honey. You're home. Okay, that got me. That's a good one. But I'm having karaoke on Sunday. First time singing in front of people. You got this. You got this. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Be nice to yourself. It'll be good. It'll be a good time. Also, Kobold Knight, happy 19 months. Aku, happy 15 months. Kemba, welcome back. Happy 51 months. Welcome back to you. It's good to see you, Kemba. And Desecration Demon, happy 2 months. Welcome on back. Thank you very much for coming back. Mr. Oddity, do you ever feel like a doomer? Yeah. I definitely have times where I'm like, everything sucks. The world is on fire. What is the point? And then I draw my silly little blorbos, and then I'm like, life's nice, you know? There are times where it is okay to go, everything sucks. What can I do about it? Nothing? Something? And then sort of cope with what ways we can. You know, what ways we are able to. Like, I just play video games? Yeah, some people do that. Wonderful, thank you for the 100 shinies. Here's some clicky clacks for Goblin. Thank you. And Spherical, thank you for the resub. Happy 37 months. Zancro, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. A little late to stream, but welcome back. No worries. That's all good. Sometimes I'm late to my own stream. Don't even sweat it. And sweet Anya, good to see you. Happy 35 months. Welcome back, honey. Missed ya. I miss being here. It's nice. And Albertino, thank you for the breathe and posture check. Oh, let's go. Gilbert of Rivia, thank you for the resub. Happy 37 months. Honey, welcome back. Sorry it's all chaos. That's okay. That just happens. And Aku, thank you for the 100 shinies. The myth. The legend. And Maxing, thank you for the resub. Happy 6 months. Holy sticks, it's the number 6. 6. I'm watching Cyber 6. It's quite good. It's definitely old style TV, but I like it. I like it. Like, there's something nice about watching older shows. Because they're paced differently, but they have a certain vibe that is quite nice. Honey, give us hope in these trying times. I'll do my best. I will do my best. Maxine, wait, I didn't get a notif. Hi, honey. Hello. Zindel, I've been on a D&D kick lately. I got to Act 3 in Baldur's Gate 3 with my barbarian and started a sorcerer. Ooh. Trying to get a friend from work who actually recently quit to start a game with me and my brother. Brain swimming with stats and numbers. Ooh. Baldur's Gate 3 is a fun one. I enjoy playing it more with friends than I do by myself. I've tried playing it by myself, and quite honestly, the combat is... Now, this isn't a diss or anything. The combat is not really for me. I enjoy the story. I enjoy the story and the adventuring aspect. It's really, really nice. Also, hello, Zooch, I'm back! We're back, baby! Why is Eva in my head? I've never watched Eva. I keep getting told, like, you should watch Eva, and I'm like, I've never watched it. Maybe when I have time. Evo? Eva. So Evangelion. Where do you get inspiration to make OCs, Mr. Oddity? Ooh. Great question. A lot of the time... So, little artist secret. Your little Blorbos and your little OCs? That's just you. That's just you. They're an extension of yourself. Your little Blorbos, sometimes they are reflections of who you are. Sometimes they're reflections of who you don't want to be. And sometimes they're reflections of, like, yourself that you haven't really explored yet. Some people love asshole characters because they are not like the creator, you know? Sometimes you want to draw someone so opposite of you because you want to explore that side of yourself. Not necessarily to, like, become a bad person, but to go, like, what would I be if I were slightly less caring, you know? Or what would I be doing if I still had this moral, but I was giving up this one, you know? And sometimes it's just because. Some people love to beat up their little Blorbos and kick them while they're down. And some people love to put them in squishy little pastures, you know? Dude, I missed you. Hope it was good. It was! I did not get to rest very much, but it was quite fun. It was quite fun. Why do you think Lex Luthor was a highlight in the new Super movie? He's a jerk. Sometimes it's nice to have villains that are just villains. But yeah, if you're making up Blorbos, make them for fun. They don't have to be, what's the word? Pinnacles of good and evil, you know? There's grace. Even if a villain is reprehensible, you know? They can still be very, very good. They can be a good villain. Waycroft. I had a crazy dream last night. I was swimming in an ocean of orange soda. Turns out it was just a fantasy. Okay. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that, honey. Donut Prime, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. My name is Honey. It's a pleasure to meet all y'all. I hope you are doing well. I literally just got back from vacation. I have been resting and taking it easy. I actually got back from the countryside about a week ago, but my family was visiting. So as soon as I left to see my country cousins, my Florida cousins came over to visit me. So I was not really resting all that much, but I still got to take a couple days of rest, so I'm feeling good. Second time I hear the word blorbos, I like it. Blorbos is pretty funny. But also, I haven't heard of War Thunder. Ooh, interesting game. Stop thinking of Eva, honey. It begins. It begins. But yeah, honey's the second person I hear blorbos from. I will say, as artists, some of the slang we use, I guess not slang, but like the terms we use are, maybe they don't leave our circles sometimes, so this might be the first some people are hearing of blorbos. Rob's fault. Thank you for the earwiggles. Get in the robot, honey. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I literally learned blorbo today. Oh, dang. All right. You're learning the word today as we speak. Stop thinking of Eva! Why is it in my head? Eva, what are you doing? Why do I have water on my desk? Oh, I spilled water, that's why. As you can see, I have not been medicated for my ADHD yet. I keep forgetting to set up an appointment with my doctor. Apparently that's a really common thing with ADHD, but it's okay. It's only affecting me a fair amount, but it happens. You didn't clean it up? I didn't remember it. I did not remember it. Blurboy here a lot on tumblr.com. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've not gotten Adderall in like 4 years. So there's a tricky thing with medication in my opinion is because I'm pretty sure because I have ADHD, I forget to take medications daily. I quite easily forget. If something becomes a routine, congratulations. As soon as it becomes a routine, I have forgotten it. That's why it's so hard for me to stick with workout plans, meal plans, cleaning routines. It's like, when I see it needs to be done, I will do it, which works with a lot of things, such as sometimes cleaning. If I see it needs to be cleaned, I'll do it. If I see that my laundry needs to be done, I'll do it. If I see that I haven't worked out in a couple days, I will do my best to do it if I remember. Medication is a tricky one because I forget very, very often. But yeah, if medication is working correctly, then forgetting to take it wouldn't be a problem. Yes. There is also the issue of this is going to sound a little weird. I like my ADHD sometimes, and I am worried that getting medicated will affect that. But then again, I think that comes to getting the right medication, because apparently if you get the right medication, it just should just help you focus. So I'll just have to look into that. But the vacation went pretty well. I did not rest because I pretty much I got on the plane with my sibling. Now I'm very used to this, where I get to be in charge of all the passports and everything. And I don't know why, but nearly every time I go through TSA, something happens. Nothing big, nothing major. I'll either get stopped or flagged for whatever reason, or like my bag will get pulled aside and I'll have to do it, which is like, that's not a big deal. It slows it down, but that's why I try to arrive at the airport like 3 hours early. So I go and I have my sister's passport, and we get up to the plane, and this is a red-eye flight, so it's throughout the night. And me and my sister, very, very luckily, get the emergency seats, because we originally were not seated together, but when we got to the kiosk, the very nice person there was like, do y'all want to sit together? Like, you're very clearly sisters, and you're seated apart. And I'm like, yes, that would be really lovely, actually, if you could do that. So we got seated in the really nice seats with a little extra leg room. So nice. And so we got on the plane, saw that there was no other person sitting next to us or 2 seats next to us on the other side. And we were like, yes, we have the room. We have the room. Great. It was great. So by the time we got on the plane, it was basically nighttime already, and there were 2 kids in front of us. Now, One of them was like 4, so easily distracted by movies. The other one was like 1.5 or something. And this child would not sleep. This child was nearly screaming for 2/3 of the flight. And here's the thing. I do not blame the parents. I do not blame the child. I do not blame really anyone. They are doing their best. I am never going to get upset at a child for crying on a plane. that they're scared. There's so much going on that I am not going to be upset at them for that. I'm not going to be upset at the parents because you cannot always control your child. And you can just react and do your best. This child screamed so much, and the parents were doing whatever they could. They were trying to distract her with toys. They were trying to get her to go to sleep. They were passing her back and forth to see, like, okay, who's she more comfortable with, like, different positions in the seating arrangement. And finally, 3 hours into the flight, they finally put her down in the aisle, and she just stands there, quietly. Not moving, just standing there, quietly. And I was like, I'm so glad you stopped crying, child. And I'm so excited for you to be able to use your words. She was just standing there menacingly. Her dad was making sure she wasn't running up and down the aisles because that's dangerous. But she was just standing there. She didn't even try to really run. She would just hold on to her dad's arm and stand there and look back at us. And I was like, okay, sure thing, kiddo. She was plotting her next move. Really, she was. Oh my gosh. How long was this flight? This flight was about 5 hours-ish, if I can recall properly. Something like that. Teddy James, your eye tracking is incredible. Thank you. I did it myself. It's one of those things you can lean back and just like, yeah, you can just like blink. You can lizard blink. But yeah, children are fascinating. So they did eventually find out how to keep her quiet and calm her down. And meanwhile, my sister was trying to get sleep. She couldn't fall asleep sitting up very well. Like, her head was, like, burrowed into her shoulders, you know, in that uncomfortable way. So I was like, I just looked at her, moved over a seat, and, like, patted my lap. And so my sister slept in my lap for as much as she could, because we were not done. You see, after a 5-hour flight, we then have to drive for several hours to get to my grandma's. Like, that's what I mean by, like, when I'm visiting my country cousins, they're actually in the, like, the farm country, you know? So it was a full day of travel. Well, I guess a full night and morning. But yeah, it was a long time. And so we finally land, and it's morning. So early. My mom drove several hours, meaning my mom woke up at 3 a.m. to drive to the airport to pick us up. I love my mama. She's wonderful. I do worry about her sometimes because she works so hard to take care of us. And it was great getting out of the plane, and we hopped into the car with mom. Very easy to get in there. And then we were off. We got some pastries. We went to shopping for groceries because anytime the family goes in the city, they're like, bring this back. And we're like, okay. But it was good. And we finally made it to my grandma's house. And as soon as I saw my nephew, he was so cute. I was like, okay, is he going to be attached at the hip? Turns out he wasn't. He was very excited to see his mom. He was like, yippee, Mama's home. But then he immediately went like, okay, Grandma, let's go play. He'd become attached to Grandma, for sure. But yeah, it was very funny. Very cute, very funny. He did get reattached to his mom right away afterwards, though, once, like, a couple days passed. his new favorite word that entire trip was uppies, 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 because I think he combined up and please together. Not just like the cute, like, oh, uppies. It's like uppies, uppies. It was so cute. So funny. But yeah. Also, hello, ghost. The southern coming out. I swear my accent comes out way more after I visit my family. Like, y'all are seeing it a week after it's been tuned back to my zone. But it is always funny like that. My Florida cousin had a little laugh when I said, isn't it? Oh, so cute. So funny. But yeah, so first week, I was like, yippee! I can chill, I can go for walks, I can have a good old time. Now, for context, most of what is around here is country. Like, it's hay growing, wheat, corn, soybean, stuff like that. You get a lot of that growing, so there's a lot of repeat fields. If you do not know this area, you will probably get lost if you stray too far. Most of the time when you go for a walk, it is walking along basically a highway and there's just fields on both sides, which is... Did you get the corn sweats? No, I didn't get the corn sweats. But yeah, she comes back sounding like Sandy Cheeks. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a teensy bit. But yeah, we there's not a whole lot to do if you're not going into town, and there is something strange about going to a town that you've kind of grown up with and going like, oh, I understand what people mean when they're saying dying town now. Like, this town is like, I see. The economy is in shambles. And it's like, oh no, oh no. It's still a lovely town, but like so many like buildings are empty or for lease now that you're just like, oh, I see. It's happening in a lot of places now, huh? So in country parts, they use the corn sweats because the humidity go up. Oh, is that why they call it that? But yeah, so I had a moment where I was like, this reminds me of Chapel Roan's song California. Maybe you'll give it a listen in this stream, because it's probably one of my favorite Chapel Roan songs. But yeah, it was so interesting because my aunties were like, they're like, oh, honey, we've been looking into real estate for you here, because like if you want to move here, you know. And I'm like, I'm trying to like be polite about it. I'm like, I'll think about it. If you see anything that you think might appeal to me, like go ahead, or like, you know, so I can get a feel for it. And in my head, I'm like, the nearest grocery store is like a half-hour drive, which is not awful because my grandma thankfully lives close to town. But my other aunties live like further away. And I am so used to city conveniences of there's a grocery store not too far away, you know? I'm very used to that. And so I imagine it would be really tricky to go from one end of accessibility to the other. You know what I mean? In walking distance. Yeah, not quite walking distance, but very close. Baller, my town has been tearing down the empty old downtown buildings to make nice little green spaces between the buildings. Kind of sad, but also nice. Yeah, some of the buildings had been old, and they made nice little green alleys. I really like that. I like the idea of green alleys. But yeah, some buildings are just like, you could see that they were falling apart, and things that were popping up were not... They weren't really indicative of a community. It was more of a... I don't know how to explain it. You ever see a town that's like being gentrified, but like no one can afford to live in a gentrified town? It's very... It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I don't even think I'm describing it quite right. The convenience is so wild, I don't think I could go back to a car-centric lifestyle. No. If I can help it, I would rather not go to a car-centric lifestyle. I don't think that's good for anyone, really. But that's just my opinion. No. It's your life, live it. Did your ears grow? Don't think so. Don't think they got bigger. California. Mm-hmm. This is why I want out of this country. Understandable. Understandable. Good luck to you. But yeah, there's a beauty in the countryside that is depressing and humbling at the same time. Like, when you fly over it, a lot of the time, like, when I was a kid, I didn't notice this, but I guess as an adult, I was like, oh, there's sometimes trees in between each field, you know? And I go, oh, that's how much forest was lost. That's how much forest was destroyed. Oh, that's depressing. That's quite depressing. Anyone got remedies for sore throats? Mine's sore right now. Don't do throat medicine. Needs help. Honey, lemon, ginger tea. Cough drops if you got any. Sugary things to suck on. Like hard candy will help. Trying that sad to think about. Exactly, yeah. It's one of those sad things where you're like, oh, once you see it, you can't really unsee it. It is a strange thing to see because it's not beautiful, but it is. It reminds me of like that quote where it's like that they're like, I think it's a Harry Potter quote where it's like this wizard did great things, terrible, but great things, and it's like, yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like they're terrible and they are great in their effect. Not positive great, but a large amount in their effect. It's melancholic. It's depressing, definitely. Some are planted for windbreaks, but that's true. Yeah, that's the thing is like, we need trees. We gotta find more sustainable ways of farming. I just realized the perfect summary for your charming personality. If yes and was a person so positive. Oh, thank you. That's great because that's one of the big rules of improv, which is yes and or no buts. It's funny. Thank you. Does caramel green apple pops count? If it's all you got, go for it. I would still recommend warm honey lemon ginger tea, or even if you just have honey and lemon, or if you have honey and ginger. Those kind of teas are very good. Bard, not always. Depending on where the fields are, they were placed for the Dust Bowl. That is true. It is not always that. My brain because there are some areas where there should not be trees naturally. And it is tough because I am not an ecologist. Or I think that's the word for it. Yeah. So like when I see like long sweeping fields, my brain goes there isn't enough trees. But I don't know if they're supposed to be in some of them, you know? It's very, very interesting. It is not my field of study. But yeah, Bard, I get what you mean. I would visit my family's orchard growing up to see my great-grandma. And I would just notice the town on the hill inching forward and the trees and the hills getting leveled. It's tough. It's pretty tough. Generally, the monoculture of trees is not healthy either. Yeah, a monoculture of trees is not always healthy. Sometimes there are... I think there are some forests that are monocultures, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Again, I don't know. This area of study fascinates me, but I have not learned. God King, thanks for the posture check and the hydrate. Well, also Zavrin, thank you for the resub. Happy 38 months. And Soft Goblin Arts, happy 6 months. Welcome on back. And King Booyah, thank you for the resub with Prime. Oh, happy 36 months. Let me take a little sip. Then I mean, the biggest organism we have is a tree. Is it? Excuse me. It's like 1,000 miles long? Jeez. Undersea creatures could probably be something like that, maybe. Godfather Death, thank you for the breather deed. And also Super Simply, thank you for the resub. Happy 44 months. Welcome back, you beacon of goblin loveliness. Can't watch live since I'll be in an area with no Wi-Fi and bad cell reception. But looking forward to getting my cute gob fix in the VOD later. Take it easy, Zimblu. Thanks for saying hi. And also, Rob's Fault, thank you for the earwiggles. I like seeing the tongue bounce. I'm very proud of the rigging in that. Edward Sugar Maple, thank you for the resub. Happy 5 months. And Jogsaw, thank you for the 500 shinies. I really appreciate it. My voice is in your head. Thank you for the sub with Prime. Welcome in. But Roswell, I got 2 for 1 there. A little licking for free. For free. But yeah, pretty much got to my grandma's house and immediately was put to work. So in case y'all do not know, my family, and y'all are gonna be so surprised when you hear this. Y'all are never gonna believe this. My family doesn't know how to rest. My family has no idea how to rest. And by that, I mean my mom and pa had spent the entire week, if they weren't watching Nephew, they were doing manual labor. What? No, you? Nah, no way. You know, seeing what you're like, I can believe it. Would you believe that I am the one who knows how to rest best out of the family? Would you believe that was me? If I was the most talkative and the most able to chill of my family, do you have any idea what it's like being in my family? It's so funny. And now that, no, that worries me. No way. So yeah, pretty much, my grandma's getting up in years. She cannot do a lot of manual labor. She still loves gardening, which is great. But my papa put it upon himself to do the yard work while it was very, very hot. Also, Megbo, thank you for the 100 shinies. Sadly, it's time for me to go. I hope to see you again very soon, honey. Thank you very much for indulging my request earlier. You're very sweet and kind. Bye. Take it easy. Happy birthday. You have a good one, Megbo. I'll see you soon. The black sheep of the family. Kind of. I'm the artist of the family right now. But when I got there, my dad was on the roof of my aunt's house. I think he was replacing snow guards or something. Papa! Papa, what? Papa, what? Anyway, turns out my aunt had roped him into chores because he is the youngest of his siblings. She is the eldest, so she bullies him. And I say that partially as a joke, partially as someone who's like, Dad, you need to stand up to your sister. Your aunt has a house? Must be a pretty big house. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Anyway. This was not a small house either. It's a pretty big house. But I guess he was just making, like, cleaning the gutters. And this is, like, 3 stories up. And I'm like, Papa, what are you doing? Father, what? All your family members are workaholics. They are all workaholics! Yes! I cannot stress this enough. I am the chillest of my family. Anyway. For the first week of the trip, we were put to work. Is the easiest way to say it. We got to rest, but my mom constantly cooking, constantly cleaning, constantly taking care of Nephew. My dad constantly running around doing yard work, constantly on the roof or fixing some part of the building. More than my actual family who lived there. And I don't blame my grandma. My grandma's not asking my parents to do anything. My aunt was asking them to do things. And I'm like, Auntie, stop bullying my dad, please. Stop bullying my dad and doing your chores. I'm so sorry for all the times I called you. I didn't know any better. So funny. Dad, you're old. Get off the roof. It's so stressful seeing my papa up in high places. Especially in the first week where we went to my grandma's cabin. Because my grandma has a cabin. She's loving, it's her dream cabin where she has been maintaining it. It's beautiful. We visit it. We upkeep it every time we visit. My papa immediately gets onto a ladder with a chainsaw and starts cutting down old branches. This was not an OSHA certified situation. This was not an OSHA safe setup, papa. Anyway, yes, that's what my dad did. Yeah, some of my younger cousins, they were very, very chill, and they were like, yeah, let me help out. And so they helped him out. and we were we were lugging logs from one part into the property for them to be chopped up into wood. Now, I later learned that we had a wood chopper, which is just they split logs into wood apparently. But we also had to use the axe. The wheelbarrow's front wheel was also flat, so you do not realize how hard it is to push a wheelbarrow until you've done it with a flat tire. Insanely difficult. Way more difficult, especially when it's not on paved path. When it is on gravel or mud, you're not gonna have fun with that. You're not gonna have fun with that. How much wood would a wood chop if it would? This doesn't work. My niece found a lumberjack's farm. I'm only partially. That's only partially true, but yeah. My family is farm folk, and I love them so much. They stress me out. You get a nice upper body workout? I did, because not only was I lifting logs and sawing them constantly, I was the easiest work, not gonna lie, was taking care of my nephew. Because all he wanted was uppies and for someone to follow him around and make sure he didn't run into the chainsaw area. And I'm like, that is actually the easiest job of this trip. Imagine how strong they are. My family is very strong. I will say they are very, very strong. But I know, because I have this problem, is we often overestimate how strong we are. And yet we also underestimate it. Our family always knows that there is someone bigger and stronger and better than you in every way out there. But we also know that we are very capable. So when I see my father 30-something feet up in a tree with a chainsaw, I'm like, Father, please, stop tempting the universe. Please, Father, please. Anyway, so you didn't get a break or not? Sounds like you went to your day job. Pretty much. Farm people built different. Not necessarily built better, built different. But yeah, no, it is very funny. Glad my papa's fine. Except my papa has begun he got these really, really good sound canceling headphones and he wears them constantly. And I'm like, Papa, please don't wear them while you're working with, yes, wear them where you're working with heavy machinery because then it'll protect your ears. But also, please make sure you're focusing. Please make sure you're not distracted and we can yell at you and you'll hear us. Because whenever we yelled at him, he couldn't hear us in different points in the trip. And I'm like, Father, I beg of you. Father, please. Anyway, my mom got a little pissed off at it. My mom got a little upset with him for that. 37 feet up, my short view full of heights, ass could never. That was only the height I saw. I didn't see him climb any higher because I was busy lugging logs. And we had to lug them almost like, I'm trying to measure it in my head, 200-ish feet away from where the trees were. Because the property's fairly large. And we had to make sure we were clipping the right things. One of the things I had to do one morning is I woke up, and here's the other thing. My papa is very much if he doesn't see you working, he will ask you what you're doing kind of person. Which has probably not helped to contribute to my ability to rest. And so my papa, love him dearly, would see me taking a pause and sitting and going like, whew, I gotta chill. And he would be like, so what are you doing right now? And I'd be like, chilling. And he's like, yes, Grandma, what you could do? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, ask her. And I was like, Dad, please. Father. Yeah, Papa Goblin. Doing music intensifying. Yeah. Weaver, I find the more capable a person is, they tend to be exponentially more stubborn. Oh, my family is incredibly stubborn. And don't get me wrong, I also am stubborn. I am very independent and stubborn in ways that are detrimental to my own well-being. And I know this. I'm trying to learn how to undo that. Weaver, which when things go wrong is how things go in the way of tragedy. My grandmother is one of those types, raised on a farm as well. Let me tell you, there's an amount of times falling down on stairs would get a message through. 3 was apparently not the answer. Thankfully, my family's not that stubborn, actually. The unfortunate thing is, my dad was constantly, mowing the lawn and making sure things were clean and tidy. And he wouldn't let any of us mow the lawn because one of his aunts, when he was a child, accidentally mowed off a couple of her toes. And so I guess he's worried that someone else would get hurt. And part of me is like, Papa, please teach me how to do these things. Because, like, I need to learn how to do them safely. And then he won't do it. And I'm like, Papa, I'm never going to learn. I'm never going to learn. So I will learn from other sources. Yeah, farm injuries are no joke. Like, don't mess with machinery. Do respect your machinery. Because it will eat you if it gets the chance. That'll traumatize someone. Alright, exactly. Yeah. I wanted him to teach me how to swing an axe again. Because he taught me how to swing an axe when I was a kid. But, you know, I'm an adult now, so it's been a while. And then I was like, hey, Dad, can you teach me how to swing an axe? And he's like, no, we got a machine for that now. And I was like, okay. But I wanted to hang out and learn. And no. We did get to take down a gazebo. This is what I mean by, like, every time we go over there, we're doing work. So we ended up taking out a gazebo, chopping all the wood up, put it in the pile so that we could sort it. And then we had to, Dad got a pickaxe out, started pickaxing the ground, and I had to help him shovel up the dirt and pull out all the roots. And let me tell you, pulling out roots, not easy. Pulling out roots, extremely difficult. But yeah, we had to remove it because the wood was just getting old, it was rotting. We had to remove a swing. What else did we do? I had to go into a swamp, because there's a swamp on Grandma's property. So, the mosquitoes are no joke. They suck. And we didn't have bug spray, but my dad insisted on going into the swamp to remove the dead trees. So anyway, I was wearing, like, these long pants, and I wore my longest dress with sleeves, and a jacket, and a hat, and it was so hot. I don't even remember how hot it was. Was it something like 90 something? I'm sensitive to temperatures sometimes. But yeah, went into the swamp with my papa. Did not have the shoes for it because my feet were sinking into the swamp. Because someone needed to hold the ladder that he was climbing on so he could cut down the branches. What? Anyway. A gazebo, those things are dangerous. Gazebo. Funny word. What would it be, like 70? What? Let me see what temperature it was over there. What? I'm looking at specific date. Okay, yeah, it was like 95. That's too hot. That's too hot. That's too hot. And it's humid. No thank you. No thank you. That's too much. I'm good, actually. I'm good. Laughs at 110. Listen, I'm sensitive to temperatures. Also, that is still too hot. Anyways. Milk Eggs Fabric Softener, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And the Don Jr., thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank y'all so much. Opossum Party, thank you for the resub. Happy 3 months. You have allowed me to fester. Is it too late to get rid of me with a cream? May I suggest seeing your local surgeon or call law enforcement? You can hang out, it's okay. And Scarnu, thank you for the resub. Happy 47 months. So close to 4 years, so close. Anyways, I got a little tired after that. So the easiest job for me to avoid doing work like that was to watch over the kids. Because I'm one of the elder cousins, but I'm like young enough to still hang out with the younger cousins. Also, the older cousins are kind of... They feel more like adults to me. Like, it's hard to explain, but they talk about things like work and relationships and like the economy. And don't get me wrong, I like talking about those things too. But when a kid comes up to you and goes like, "Let's play soccer," I'm gonna be like, "Hell yeah, let's go." Let's go, buddy. Don't get me wrong. Talking to kids takes way less energy than hanging out with adults, because it's just like, okay, some of y'all are boomers, and that's okay. But boy howdy, some of y'all got old opinions that need updating. But I mean, you're still young. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And some of my cousins are still young, but they're pretty chill. But like they're also it's like talking to someone with an office job when you're a cartoonist, you know? It's a little different. The interest overlap is harder to find. Where versus with a kid, they're like, yeah, anything that's fun, we want to talk about. And I'm like, yes, that's what I'm about. Now, where's the frog pond? Let's go get one. It's easy. Leon, it's rather cool over here, and it only took a tropical storm passing nearby. Huh. Myth, man, what you're describing actually sounds like a really fun time to be. Yeah! So here's the thing. I do love doing manual labor like that. Legitimately, it is one of the most comfortable things for me to do because I kind of just let my mind wander while I'm doing the tasks like such as carrying wood. But then I can be focused when I need to when it comes to cutting certain branches, using a tool, you know? It's like, it's a nice, you can see the work you do and the result it achieves. Because everything looked wonderful after that. Nanoka frog pond? Yeah! My grandma has a little frog pond. She's had it there since I was a kid. It's so cute. So cute. We were low-key hearing about you forgetting to swing an axe. You know how they tell you all that stuff you learned as a kid you would need and how I would be grateful for knowing it? I've forgotten 90% of the school stuff because of how little I've used it. They don't even take the time to explain why I need a schedule to base my day around for psychological and emotional stability. Why? Because you need to know exponents. So interestingly, the nice thing about that is learning math and all of that, and all of language and literature and history, even if you don't use it in your everyday life as an adult, learning it as a kid is so important because not only does it flex your brain, but it teaches you how to learn. It teaches you how you will problem solve in the future. You may not use the same solutions that the problems you had as kids had, such as math or language, you know? But learning it allows you to learn how to apply the skill of learning to your future, you know, self. It's very important. Saying that there are no subjects to learn that are applicable when you are an adult is an oversimplification and I think misses the point. Because A, learning that stuff is actually useful for those who like it. Some people actually go into mathematics and some people go into history. Some people go into languages. So learning it younger is actually great while your brain is still flexible. Well, your brain's still flexible as an adult, but like when it's still an insanely absorbent sponge as a kid. It's still a sponge as an adult. But if you don't learn how to sponge up information as a kid, you will have a very hard time sponging it up as an adult when you do want these skills. It's really important. Yeah, I'm not going to use exponents as an adult. Sometimes I like to do math problems for fun. But in my everyday life as an artist, actually I do use it. Because I do physics pendulums and everything for making models. But I can see how the average person can be like, I don't need calculus. And I'm like, that's fair. That is okay. But yeah, I am glad that I learned how to learn. They train the muscle in the gym to use later. You learn abstract stuff to train your brain so that you can use your brain for important stuff later. Exactly. It's like training. And Sponge will learn. Yes. Weaver, I actually got better at learning after school. That's the tricky part too, is some people don't learn well in a structured environment such as school, as well as some people have awful teachers. Some people have awful teachers or are just not ready to learn. And I don't mean that as in like, oh, they shouldn't be in school. It's like they are not at the level that they need to be learning efficiently and in a friendlier environment, you know? It's hard. Always keep learning. You lose so much neuroplasticity with lack of mental taxation and creative problem solving. I don't know how much art helps with neuroplasticity, but I like to imagine that it helps a lot. I like doing it, and I like to create new things. A lot of that math gets used in 3D game dev. It's best to dabble early. You will learn things that you do need as a kid, and you will learn things you don't. And you won't really know which is which until after you're done school anyways. So why not try to learn all of it to the best of your ability? Roswell, it's kind of hard to find motivation to learn anything while you're stressing about your livelihood. That is very true. Also, hello, Jeff. Oh god, the goblin's back. Start running. I'll count down. No, learning French, which is another way of saying I forgot everything, was good to learn how to mask six different English accents because ESL. Oh. Interesting. I never thought of learning a different language to mask an accent. Huh. What an interesting idea. The words are away because I'll run. You just tell me wherever you want. Oh, someone earlier did ask about vocal warm-ups. So before I get too carried away, let me do that. Also, Shirewolf, thank you for the resub. Happy 9 months. But yeah, so sorry I got distracted. Tis how things go. But what I do for vocal warm-ups is what Dingus taught me, which is there are only 3 exercises that are just a quick warm-up, where my eyes are going to do something funny here. It's because I'm making my lips do a noise, but you just go it's because my mouth is my eye tracking shapes are tracked to my mouth. So you basically do that for a couple breaths. It's vibrating eyes, yeah. You just go do it for a couple full breaths. Jeff, yeah, our choir director made us do that too. Yeah, I never knew to do that until Dingy taught me. Then the second one would be using the front of your mouth. Again, I'm probably not explaining this as well as Dingus did, but it's just you put your teeth together and push your breath out in small bursts. Go. Unfortunately, my mic is not picking it up. Let me do it closer. Yeah, y'all probably can't hear that too well. But yeah, it is pretty, that's a pretty good one for breath control. And then the last one is sirens, where it sounds like a siren, but you come back down. So you go, woo, woo, woo. Oh, hey, Diggy, there you are. I'm literally explaining the warm-up exercises he gave me for my voice. We teaching vocal warm-ups? Yeah, someone was asking earlier about vocal warm-ups, and I was like, I'm probably not going to explain them as well as Dingus could, but these are the 3 that I have used, and it works very, very well. I got thrown out of art class. Dang. The teacher told me I'd never amount to anything, just drawing stick figures. I asked, so what about L.S. Lowry, and got told to leave. What a mean thing for a teacher to say. What the heck? Why would you say that to someone? Some teachers sound very, very, very mean. There are obviously good ones out there. I have met good ones. But dang, it's art. It's an art class. Dang, sorry for missing the story so far about house vacation. It's great. I was very, very busy doing a lot of manual labor. But that's okay. It's fine. It was very apparent that my inability to rest is a family trait. I learned it from watching my parents. Yeah, so the first week was just doing all of the manual labor chores. It was just like mowing the lawn, cutting down trees, dragging logs around, tearing down gazebos, shoveling dirt. Dad got to swing a pickaxe and use a chainsaw. I was too afraid to use those. But yeah. So not a vacation, but a vacation. Yeah. Vacation air quotes. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Ramen Numero, thanks for the posture check. And Rihanna the Dark Raven, thank you for the resub. With Prime, happy 2 months. Ugh, good stretch. Dude, I want to swing a pickaxe. I can use a chainsaw. I wanted to use an axe because I've used an axe before and I know how to swing it, but I wanted a refresher and I wanted to hang out with my dad. So I was like, Dad, can you teach me how to swing an axe? And then my dad went, why would you want to do that? We have a machine for that. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to learn. It's okay. The axe that we had was really blunt anyway, so I probably shouldn't have been swinging around. It's okay. Jeff, I would definitely have an accident with one of those. There are many, many ways to hurt yourself on a farm. Joan Masses, thank you for the resub. Happy 13 months. Hi, honey. Good to see you again. Hello. Have your dad invite me next time. I think he would appreciate the help. He did tend to rope my cousins into doing manual labor with him. And he climbed on top of a 3-story roof to replace the snow guards, which is just like, glad you did it, Papa, but also, please, Papa, think about your condition, which is just you're getting older, and you like wearing sound-canceling headphones a lot, so it's hard to yell at you. Did you bring back any souvenirs? My sister, we went to a flea market. So we went to a flea market. And it was really funny because my sibling also speaks French. She's very funny that way. So we tried just speaking French while we were at the flea market because we thought it would be good practice. And we came across a moose antler with like chandelier candle stubs, like the candle holders stuck in it. And she was like, I must have it. And I was like, how are you going to put that on a plane? It's as big as your suitcase. How are you going to put that on a plane? And she was like, I must have it. And I was like, homie, if it's part of your dream accessory, go for it. But also, perhaps think about how we will carry it home. So yeah, she walked around again, and we thought, like, do you need it? Do you want it? And she was like, if it's here next week, I'll get it. So the guy was not there the next week. And she was so upset. She's like, I'm so mad. I should have grabbed it. And meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, we don't got room in the suitcase. I don't think we were getting it through TSA. I'll be so for real. Ripperoonie. But one of my uncles who hunts a bunch was very kind, and he was like, oh, here, you can have this little deer antler. And she was like, oh, this is wonderful, it's so cute. Now it has significance because it's from the family. And he was like, I found it on a fence. And she was like, still counts. So funny. Should have grabbed it and just mail it back like I did when I went to Japan. That might be a way to do it, honestly. Couldn't source the moose locally, I see. Snugs. I do love manual labor when I'm doing it to help a family and friend, but I hate to do it for work. Understandable. Yeah, that makes sense. As a child, I yearned for the mines. I did like having things to do in the summer, because, like, normally, looking back on it when I was a kid, whenever we went over to visit my grandma, we would scrub the sides of the cabins. We would make sure there's no, like, moss on it. We did not have a pressure washer, so we had to manually scrub. We would scrub the decks. We would make sure that the gardens were weeded. It was great. It was fun. We watched the new Happy Gilmore movie yet? No! I haven't watched the first one either. Is that like an Adam Sandler movie? Buy a golf bag, rip the inside out, and just put the horn in there. Not a bad idea, honestly. It is? Oh. Johnny, actually, weirdly enough, my grandpa, who also hunted and fished, God rest his soul, also hung antlers on a fence. Neat. Alright. Scrubbing the decks? Are you guys pirates? Nah. Sadly, no sailing expertise. Sadly, no. Also, Ender Kitty, thank you for the earwiggles. Adam Sandler does golf. Oh, that's Happy Gilmore. May contain trace amounts of humor. Okay. Okay. I watched, like, 2 Adam Sandler movies. The humor was not my style, but that's okay. I watched 3. But the 2 I watched was, like, Bedtime Stories and 50 First Dates. They weren't bad. They were definitely... Even as a kid watching, I was like, some of this is very cringe. Some of this is very cringe. Bloodass, thank you for the resub. Happy 42 months. Welcome back. Hope you had an amazing trip. I'm stuck at work, so I won't be able to stick around. That's okay. I hope you have a good shift. But yeah, 51 dates, first dates or something like that is it's very sweet. It also brings up a very, weirdly enough, I like it because it brings up a very ethical issue of if someone is reliving one day because of brain trauma, how do you proceed, you know? How do you continue to let them have a life while also respecting their, I guess, sense of self. It brings up very interesting ethical issues, I find. It has a good premise. Yeah, it is a very fascinating premise, and that's why I actually found myself a little bit interested in that one. Bedtime Stories was like a kid movie. It was inoffensive enough. What was the question again? It was like if I had seen Happy Gilmore, which I had not. Dang, is toothpaste sandwich? Toothpaste sandwich? What? Honey, how hard is it to get a passport? Depends where you're from, and I don't actually know. Because I do have a passport, but I got it with my mom. So my mom helped. Sorcerer, have you watched K-pop Demon Hunters? Yeah. It's good. I like the music. Click was one of the few movies I ever cried at, and that is earned me some looks admitting that. Oh. I can see that. I've heard it's quite good. But when I never watched it because I saw the advertisements and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good, actually. It's an inverse Groundhog Day. Yeah. When do you plan on playing Dark Souls 2 again? I do plan on picking it back up. Probably not tomorrow, but perhaps on Monday. I think that'll be good. Adam's newest animated movie, Leo, is pretty good. Really? I have a slight distrust of Adam Sandler movies where I'm just like, is this just going to be immature humor that is not my thing? Maybe. So maybe I won't watch it. The tiger from K-pop Demon Hunters killed me. It hit my mental funny bone so hard I couldn't stop laughing. I like the faces they make in that movie. It's very, very funny. Trappist, I had a passport, but I'm gonna get a new one because I lost mine in the fire. That makes sense. That makes sense if you lose one like that. Sable, thank you for the breathe redeem and the hydrate. Jeff, it's from that era of comedy, so your mileage may vary. That's kind of my thought, is like, there's an era of comedies that I just don't like watching because they're not really that funny. Their humor is kind of mean-spirited and immature, and so I didn't find it particularly funny, unfortunately. Adam Sandler does have some serious drama. I've heard that the one where he is like a diamond thief is really good. Like, I've heard that one is excellent. Pretty sure that's called the 90s. Yeah, probably. Shadow King Guts, thank you for the resub. Happy 35 months, hiya. I'll breathe. Adam Sandler is not funny, I must say it. I mean, I can agree with that. Here's the thing, is like, I think everyone is capable of doing it, but a lot of the movies in the 90s were not. And that's okay. But yeah, in terms of what else happened in the vacation is halfway through, I told my parents, I was like, I'm tired. I need to just chill. And so I stayed over at my aunt's house for 2 days, which was rough. Because I do not relate to my aunt. I asked her if she could teach, because she's one of the few artists in my family. Because she does abstract art. And so I was like, hey, can you teach me how you do acrylics? You know, I want to hang out. I want to communicate. And what she did is she put about an hour's worth of tutorial videos on her iPad for me to watch while she took a phone call. So that's that's not great. That's okay. So I did learn how to paint with acrylics. That's good, I guess. I kind of sped run through the videos because the videos were good, but I was also like, I feel like this is more of an opportunity for us to bond rather than me learn how to do art because, you know, she's one of those people. Yeah, she's one of those people, and I was in her house for 2 days. I was like, day one, I was like, I should have gone with my family. I should have gone with my family and just chilled. Some people aren't meant to be teachers. Some people are not meant to be teachers and are kind of cold and out of touch, unfortunately. Very, very funny. It was very, very funny. She's got very boomer opinions. And I had not talked to my aunt in depth previous to this. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen you in several years. I'm an adult now. We can have adult conversations and bond. I sure did learn a lot about my aunt, mostly that I didn't really want to learn much more. That's, it's rough to say that. But did you learn Blender? I did learn Blender. I'm still learning it. I'm very slow, but yeah. I'm glad I tried to learn more and connect. I gave it a good, solid shake. And I found it wasn't working. So, okay. Knowing things and teaching things are very different skills, and I wish the academia would figure that out. A lot of people have. I'm very glad that a lot of teachers have figured that out. And thankfully, when it does overlap, it's great. But yeah. Usually you want to learn things from someone who is actually very bad at learning the thing, usually. Because if they're bad at learning the thing at first, that means they did eventually learn how to do the thing later. Their learning method and their teaching method is much sharper. Need to learn Blender too for my 3D printed projects. Ooh, good luck. But yeah, so after that rest, I went back to my family and I was like, I don't want to hang out with my aunt anymore. And my sister was like, yeah, I'm glad you got some rest, but I also would not have wanted to do that. And I was like, okay, I would have been nice if you warned me beforehand, but okay. And so I spent more time doing manual labor with my family, but at least I was more prepared for it this time. So that's good. From what I can interpret, I think it was more of her way of saying, I don't know how to explain it to you, but these videos help me and I care enough about you and the subject that I'm sharing them. Maybe. Like, that's definitely a possibility. But, like, if a kid came up to you and said, can you teach me how to spell? Would you put a YouTube video in front of them? Like, it's the kid is not asking for a tutorial. The kid is asking you because they trust you, you know? Meta, the phone call makes you think not. That's the other thing is, like, she was on the phone while I was watching the videos. I was like, okay. Okay. That ain't it. Yeah. The fact that she just blatantly ignored you irks me. Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I'm not doing this again. So instead what I did is I went to a graveyard. I was in good company. I literally walked... I walked over to the graveyard because I'm like, I want to be alone. I just want to chill. And so, graveyard's quite nice. They're quite nice. It was a very beautiful one. The churches out in the countryside are quite nice when they're well maintained. It's good. Sudden shift, the dead are more comforting. Truly, there is comfort in knowing the dead are there for you. Using a pickaxe is something I need to do again here soon. Last thing I did with my hands was build a staircase deck. That's cool. That's really cool, though. Honey, if you look at this 51st state map long enough, you'll see a chief. What? What? Will I? No grave digging, right? No. No. Anyway. What's that like, hanging out in a graveyard? It's really nice. I really like going to graveyards. Like, one of the things I would do a lot as a kid is I would go to graveyards because they are one of the most comfortable places ever. Chief, I got the spelling. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, how do I describe how nice graveyards are? Like cemeteries, graveyards, all the like. They are... Everyone's resting. And no one is watching. And if you do something there, it's your business. No one's out there to bother you. And you get to admire the architecture, the things people chose or their family chose for them to represent them in death. And you can kind of try to envision what they were like or what they liked, you know? It's quiet, it's nice. It is. It is really quiet. It also kind of, I think, familiarizing yourself with the concept and the understanding of death and how finite everything is can really give you perspective and direction, you know? there are things that we will and won't be able to do in our lifetime. And trying to fight that, is a losing battle. No one can truly outrun death forever, We can have a long, healthy, fulfilling life, but in the end, we will all get to visit death. And I think that's kind of interesting. How we all have a shared experience, or we all have an experience that will be shared like that. Gecko, gotta go take care of everyone. See you later, Gecko. You take it easy. Goblin set up a taco stand and blast mariachi at the graveyard. Yeah, you can sing in a graveyard. You can do whatever. It's totally chill. Live forever or die. Yep. Death is one of the only universal experiences. Yeah. I think to live forever is more of a curse than a blessing. Living a long time is not necessarily a curse or a blessing either. Well, actually, depends on how long it is, but, Honey had a goth phase. Did she ever leave? Did I ever leave my goth phase? Perhaps not. Maybe it'll make a comeback. Hello, Galore. Welcome back. As Queen said, who wants to live forever? This conversation took a grim turn. Glad I took my antidepressant pill to insert this topic. I think maybe that might be me, because genuinely, a question for y'all. Is death a depressing topic? I guess I take that curse, but that's just me. Fair. Absolutely fair. Nope. Yes. Okay. I think I learned in my short time on this planet. Don't want to go back in time to fix something. I'm happy with where I am and who I've met. Nah, no, for some, maybe not me, occasionally. Yeah. I think that's the very interesting thing, is it both can be, and it doesn't have to be. That's the nice thing, is it doesn't have to be, but if you want to, it can be. And that's okay. Be cool with living forever. I don't think about death. I think living forever with a condition would be ideal. Which is very, very interesting, is... If y'all have watched The Sandman, I think the condition that it's every 100 years, someone checks in with you and goes would you like to continue? I think that would be good. Honey coming back from vacation. Hey guys, Road. That does happen. That does happen occasionally. I've seen death. I think I'm good without it. Thanks. Fair. Fair. I'm not in a rush. But I find the macabre interesting. Death can occasionally be a sad topic, but in general, it's a topic like any other. Like taxes, though taxes are more frustrating to deal with sometimes. Taxes are pretty bad. Taxes is a man-made horror we made for ourselves. But it does good. Well, depends on the government. But yeah. Gonna be awkward when the sun explodes and I'm just floating around awkward. See, that's what I mean with immortality, where I've thought about that, where I'm like, what kind of immortal? That's always the catch. Is I always think of wishes like that as genie curses. Where it's okay, you're immortal. If you wish for immortality, you have to be so specific. Because there's the idea of if you just wish for immortality, do you wish for youth forever as well? Are you stuck at one age forever? Or do you continue to get old but never die? If the sun explodes our planet in the future, will you die? Will you not feel the effects of death? Or will you feel suffocating and feel your body explode but not be able to leave your body? Will you exist floating in space as an empty husk who cannot move? What is immortality? Is your immortality just becoming a fossil? Like a literal fossil? Yeah. There's so many thought that. What about elvish immortality? Eternally long-lived, but you can get bumped off. There's that kind, too. I guess that's just an extended lifespan, I'm gonna be extra crispy after the supernova. If you watch the movie Death Becomes Her, that's another version of immortality. They don't die. but their bodies decay and rot. You know? Gonna make a list of details of that kind of wish so you don't get monkey's paw. You gotta lawyer up when you got a monkey's paw. You know? Death becomes her freaked me out. Definitely gave me an idea of like, first off, everyone's too mean at these women for aging. Second, this introduces a new kind of horror concept to immortality. Upload me to a computer, please, and then implant me in a cyborg with tech kits there. Here's the thing, though. If you upload yourself to a computer, you're not actually living in it. You've just made a copy of yourself. So your copy will live on, but you won't. An immortal who outlived their planet floating aimlessly in space with undying body now home to billions of microorganisms. You once had eternal life, now you grant life to many others. This has been writing promise with Red. The other thing is, if you become immortal, but you have a human memory, will you just keep forgetting things? Will you eventually forget, you know, and not be able to recall because you can only remember a limited amount of things? That gets into discussions of what exactly is identity. What makes you you? Yeah. There's also, sometimes, immortality is not living forever. It's just being remembered forever. There's so many different kinds that you gotta be like, okay, how do I make this wish foolproof? Or foolproof, you know? I guess I forget things anyway. It just means I'll get to rediscover the joy all over again. Ever played Soma? No, I haven't played Soma, but I've heard good things. I've heard really good things. Technically, you aren't the same person you were 8 years ago. That is true. That is very true. Soma no! Alright, you got me, Dingy. You got me there. You got me. But yeah, in terms of what else happened on my vacation, pretty much it was just more of that. I got a lot of hanging out time with Grandma. It was really, really nice. Learned all about the horrors of living in the countryside. What was it, like 80-something years ago? Because, oh boy. Farm life is, rough. Really rough. Man, asthma dinguzi. But yeah. Talked to Grandma, learned the dad lore. Oh, the dad lore. My dad had a very interesting childhood. What does that mean, honey? How do I There's so much context needed for this story that I like the bit I can give you is just like my papa How do I even explain? No, how do I explain this? Yeah, my parents were divorced when I was very young, so the dad lore comes mostly from my dad and a suspect. That can be tricky. Your dad's a spectacle of a man. My dad is a very interesting person with a lot of things happening in his life. And I don't even think I still got the full picture. I learned that some of my family members were imprisoned, were like prisoners of war at some point, which is like, that's always fascinating to learn from your family. And then I learned about general stores and how they worked and how people in the general stores were seen as like social communities, as well as the person in charge of the general store was sometimes in charge of funerals, which is like, what? Times were different. And then, there used to be coins where if you sold your grain to the guy at the general store and he didn't have enough money to pay you, he would give you tokens worth the amount of over the amount that he owed you so that you could spend it at the store. That's so fascinating. That's so neat. History is great. I love learning about history. It's so fascinating. The wood tokens. Sometimes they were wood, sometimes they were made of like very, very cheap metals. But it's so cool. Dad lore is so difficult to process because I never know who's a reliable narrator. That's another thing is like, who's a reliable narrator? Apparently my aunt was very independent at like the age of 16. She bought a Cadillac and she moved out of the house and she got 2 jobs. And I was like, what the heck? She's a nurse now. She's a nurse now, and oh boy, the family. The family is full of people, and each one has their own wonderful stories. There's so much going on. There's so much going on there. That's how they used to pay free slaves in the 1800s. Oh, is that what they did? Or after World War I? There's so much history that I don't know, unfortunately. A lot of it got, like, erased from my brain after I didn't use it. Like on Real Talk, I don't think this immortality will be as lonely as most depictions show. You'll become very focused on community and safety, but you won't be lonely. You can always connect with those around you. That's true. I think that is true. Each person, depending on the type of immortality, will be a different kind of immortal. A different kind of person. Blood Asp, I need to get back to work. Have a great night, y'all. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Take it easy. But yeah, oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of more of the lore. All I can think of is how my step-granddad, he was extremely Catholic, like extremely Catholic, until he met my grandma, and she was like, yeah, I fixed that. It's like, Grandma. He loosened up a little bit. Because I remember one of the stories she told me was, because he's passed now, but one of the stories she told me is that his daughter had a child out of wedlock. And he was going around frantically trying to find, I think it was like a priest who would baptize the baby, because in Catholic culture or religion, like unbaptized babies go to hell, which is just like amazing that a religion would do that. Makes me immediately go like, this religion's bad. Like this religion, I do not trust if good people go to the bad place. That sounds bad. But my grandpa was freaking out. He was like, no one will baptize this baby. What am I going to do? She's gonna be eternally damned. And that's how Catholic my grandpapa went. And then my grandma, who is probably more agnostic than anything, is just like, chill, homie. Chill. It's fine. Chill. God is good. God is great. I don't think he'll do that. Jeff, controlling their fear. Exactly. We must kill our inner Catholics to be cringe and free. At least in the US after the Civil War, at the very least, both white people and black people were paid in the same kind of way. Oh, didn't know that. They didn't trust them with real legal tender, and that's how they kept them working in those fields with low pay. Yeah, that makes sense. Grandma rizzed your granddad. Absolutely did. Imagine her rizzing this, like... My grandma is, I think she's like 5'2". She rizzed up this like 6'7", like I think he was a ranger of some national park or something. Just risen up this super Catholic park ranger and going like, chill, dog. It's cool. It's fine. Y'all right. Because his first wife died, so I guess would he be a widow then? So that's already a tough thing to happen, especially when you're Catholic, because when you're Catholic, as far as I understand, when you get married, that's it forever. That's just it forever. Yeah, widower. Yeah. So funny. My grandma's hilarious. She's very, very funny. She is, weirdly enough, she is kind of less of a boomer than my aunt, like, than her daughter. Which is just like, man, that's, your boomer opinions are on you, auntie. Your mom's cooler. Your mom's way cooler. Man, thanks for the posture check. Little stretch. The way I see it, that's not entirely Catholicism's fault. Catholicism at its core is just a belief and tradition people hold. It's how people use to justify their actions that's the problem. Yeah, true. Yeah, my aunt is... She's kind of like a new WASP kind of vibes. You know, it's very, very strange. Then again, her sisters, my other aunt, very chill, very cool, very, very hardworking, and very, very well-adjusted. And I'm just like, what the heck happened? What happened here? Mormons can baptize you after you're dead? Dang, didn't know that. Catholicism is okay with second marriage after death of spouse. Yeah, as far as I recall, that one is, I guess, like, What are they gonna say? Like, no, you're married once, even if your spouse dies? Like, that doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. But anyways, had some good talks with grandma, hung out with my cousins. It was a good time, played soccer with them. But yeah, pretty much after that, we packed up our stuff, went back to the airport, and then flew on back. We flew on back as a family, so we got back. And as soon as we got back, my mom was like, so our cousins from Florida are visiting. And I was like, I just got home to rest. Ah! Anyways, I did not have a restful first week back. But I figured, why not come back in stream? You know? Yeah, after Henry the 8th, I guess they had to put some caveats to the rules. Yeah. Catholics are pretty much like any other group of people. They're nice ones, they're horrible ones. Exactly. Yeah. That's the whole thing, is like, no matter what religion, there are good people and bad. So long as your religion is not based in discrimination and, like, there are no putting other people above each other, like, that's fine. Ain't no rest for the weary. Take another week off to actually rest. I was going to come back on Monday, but as soon as I visited my cousins, I was like, I need the extra 3 days. So strangely enough, working time is more restful than hanging out with my family. So that's where we're at right now. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, welcome back. I am glad to be back. I missed my Cintiq. I missed my Cintiq. I missed my computer. It's great. I can do so much art on it. It's wonderful. I did force myself to not draw for the first little while because I was like, no, honey, rest, take it easy, chill, don't force yourself back, it's fine. And then I was just frothing at the mouth to draw something because I missed my hobby. I missed being here. Jeff, it do be like that sometimes. It do. Did you miss us? Yeah. Yeah, I did. What of it? What of it? But yeah, that's pretty much what happened on the vacation. It was mostly manual labor and watching over my nephew. It was very fun. It was hot and humid. Very uncomfortable. Did so much yard work and a lot of socializing. Not to be a hypocrite, but ha! Shut up, nuh-uh. Austin Kalista, thank you for the resub. Happy stream, baby, to you. Congratulations. Our religion is Episcopalian Catholic, and our rules are not as intense as full Catholic. But yeah, and yeah, believe in God and Jesus, but you're free to believe in anything else. Aliens, Bigfoot, you name it. Yeah, it's chill. I think controlling what people believe is not particularly good. We gotta be understanding. So long as everyone is kind to each other and does not discriminate against others. That is important. You didn't read that right, but that's fine. Oh, did I not? Episcopalian. Episcopalian. Is that how you say it? Why did my brain go like, it's a pasta? It's not a pasta. Artists be like, I'm frothing at the mouth to do artwork. Kidding, not always. That's how it works. Listening to the background music, I remember there's a specific sting in your intro song that always reminds me of Epic. It gets me every time. Zuchi did the music. Mwah. Chef's kiss. So good. So good. Episcopalian. Episcopalian. Reminds me of pescatarian. Episcopalian. Episcopalian. Johnny, thank you for the hydrate. And now that we've all caught up, shall we do a little bit of doodling for fun? It's not a pasta, but it does have a pastor. Pasta. Pasta. I genuinely think polytheistic religions make more sense. Polytheistic. Ooh, child, things are gonna get brighter. Ooh, child, da 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 da. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Anyways, art, as well as listening to music. All right, let me know if this is too loud for y'all. Let me start here. There you go. It might be a little quiet, but let me know if it's too quiet for y'all. Art, 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 like a seal. Polytheistic means believing in multiple gods. That makes sense. Wanted to ask, I'm struggling to get shoulders in the same perspective. Do you have any advice for that? Shoulders in the same perspective. Okay. How would... Too small. Honey does art. Honey listens to art. Honey is art. I love art. Art. Same perspective. The head is facing. Oh. That takes a little bit of practice, yeah. It's just getting used to how shoulders rotate in space. Hello, Tia. Art good. Art is good. I agree. Let me get my, sorry, I forgot to open V-hand. On my skin. So this is love. I know it is. I know it sounds super cliche, but you make me feel some type of way. This is falling, falling in love. But you make me feel some type of way. This is falling, falling in love. Turn it up. Okay. Oh, this is falling, falling in love. What'd you listen to while you were... Oh, what'd you listen to while on vacation? I've been re-listening to Crane Wives, as well as Sleep Token's latest album, and Hollow Knight soundtrack. Hollow Knight soundtrack. Perfect? Good. I know it sounds super cliche, but you make me feel some type of way. Let's see. Oh, what happened there? Lost the color. Item, shortcut, effects. There we go. Baby, I love you too. Opera sleeve. Used to be gold. Strange. What if Nephew learns everything from his auntie and conquers Hollow Knight on first try? I will have nothing left to teach him. Like, what am I gonna do? Tell someone who beat Hollow Knight first try what to do? No. What am I gonna do with that? Oh, here we go. Got me singing out every night. Baby, I love you to the moon and back. Baby, I love you to the moon and back. Nobody above ya. See the stars in the sky when I look in your eyes. Sleeve. Oh well. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Al Pacino, thank you for the 100 shinies. I'm gonna get off here. Got a long trip for tomorrow because it'll be my B-day. Happy early birthday! Glad to have you back, honey, always. Thank you. I'm glad to be back too. Baby, I love you to the moon and back. Time to work on an old art piece. Yeah, baby. Love this. I think there's a mosquito in my room. I'm gonna go hunting mode. Yeah, good luck hunting for that one. I love drawing sad cowboy. Oh yeah, baby. What is this from? This is from a stream a while ago. I never finished it. So I was looking through my old folders to see what I had to draw. And honestly, this just made me laugh too much. What in tarnation? You yeed your last haul. Love this. Love this. think I want to adjust the eyes. Miss call from my mother. My life. Yeeting shoots. The game was rigged from the start. Showday, happy 31 months. Welcome back. Oh, this is a good song. It's your golden hour. Oof, my voice is not warmed up to those high notes yet. Oh, you slow down time. Ooh. Again, my voice is not used to talking this long. Dang. I was like, ooh, maybe I can hit my high notes. Nope. Also, yeah, thanks for the breathe redeem. It's the real version. I've only heard this twice. Oh yeah, of a gold Shine? What is this song called? Oh, it's Golden Hour. My radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. Woof. Voice is really cracky today. That's what happens when I take such a long break from it. Yeah, it's a good color. Smoldering Chaos, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. How was your stream? Oh, you're doing art. What were y'all drawing? Anything fun? I only hear Shia Bun's version. Understandable. It's a pretty funny version, honestly. Shia's got a good voice, too. It's very nice. I like this big old mustache. Not much small pickings as usual, but it's fun. Pokemon AU OC stuff. Ooh, nice. I just got back from vacation and I'm drawing myself as a cowboy. A sad cowboy. I wanna be a cowboy, baby. I wanna be a cowboy, baby. Oh, little stretch. Ooh, this is a good song. Your body is home to more bacteria than there are people on Earth. Until we meet again. Thank you, Mark. Bacteria is not always bad. We do need some good bacteria. Behold the big stits. Love the big hats. I considered getting a cowboy hat while I was out there, but thought against it. As nice as it would be, I don't think I would wear it enough. Yeah. If I fell down right now, would you catch me? If I fell down right now, would you catch me? Catch me. Baby, would you catch me? I've been hurt before. Are you sure that you're still gonna catch me? If I fell down right now, would you catch me? Catch me. Baby, would you catch me? I've been hurt. Go, are you sure? I forgot the lyrics to this. One whole song since you left me. Trauma in my memories. When I try to hold you, my body doesn't let me. So baby, will you catch me? Baby, would you catch me? Baby, would you catch me? Thinking alright. I ain't fell in love in a really long time. Would you catch me? But yeah, Smoldering. If you want to share your art, feel free to send it to one of my mods and we can see it on stream. And thank you for trusting me with your community. No hat flick. Yeah, I thought about it and I was like, oh, as fun as it would be, I don't think I have enough outfits that would complement it. Don't you let me crash, please. Baby, would you catch me? Baby, would you? You eat your last haul. If I fell down right now, would you catch me? Baby, would you catch me? I'm gonna let go on as always. I need you to catch me. Would you catch me? I ain't written one old song since you left me. Trauma in my memories. When I try to hold you, my body doesn't let me. So baby, would you catch me? Baby, would you? Yeah. If I fell down right now, would you catch me? This stuff said we get five. It's always yeehaw and never how are ye? How are ye? The song makes me think of the Kryptonite song part where he says, "If I go crazy, will you still call me Superman?" I still haven't watched Superman. I've heard it's really, really good. I just haven't watched it yet. I can do this the rest of my life. The rest of your life. 'Cause I can't help falling in love with you. Yeah. No, I can't help but fall in love with. Whoops, wrong lyrics. Cataclysm, thank you for the resub. Happy 5 months. Welcome on back. General consensus the country music took a sharp decline post 9/11. Country music sure is a different thing now. It really is something different. It's not like it used to be, but that's fine. I can still appreciate the oldies. It's happening, and I can't stop it. It's happening, and I can't stop it. Welcome back to you as well. Thank you. And Graywolf, thank you for the 100 shinies. So good to see you again, milady. Milady. Thank you. When you get to coloring, are you going to make the mustache look real or fake? I think I'm going to make it look fake. I'm going to make it look... I might do the Markiplier mustache thing. But yeah. Can't help but fall in love with you. Let's grab this. Oh, no, I can't help but fall in love with you. Whoop. I did that to myself. No, I can't help but fall in love with you. Oh, wrong way. Cowboy Mr. Pringles? It's me, Mr. Pringles. Hi, Pirate Artisans. How's it going? Started the fabulous mustache. It's quite a good mustache. I can't help the fact I like to be alone. It might sound kinda sad, but that's just what I seem to know. I tend to handle things usually by myself, and I can't ever seem to try and ask for help. I'm sitting here crying in my prom dress. I'd be the prom queen if crying was a contest. Makeup is running down, feelings are all around. How did I get here? I need to know. I guess I maybe had a couple expectations. Thought I'd get to them, but no, I didn't. I guess I thought that prom was gonna be fun, but now I'm sitting on the floor and all I wanna do is run. Bugbear, thank you for 35 months. Good heavens, a goblin. Hey, Humpty, welcome back from vacation. Hope the Grand Prix combo is doing well. You had a very restful month. Now enough of this idle chatter. Back to the delivery. Good luck! Or the devilry, I should say. 'Twas not restful, but I did get to see Grandma, so it's good. And what is down inside my head? Some confidence it couldn't hurt me. My demeanor is often misread. I'm sitting here crying in my prom dress. I'd be the prom queen if crying was a contest. Makeup is running down, feelings are all around. How did I get here? I need to know. I guess I maybe had a couple expectations. Thought I'd get to them, but no, I didn't. I guess I thought that prom was gonna be fun, but now I'm sitting on the floor and all I wanna do is run. 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 I'm sitting here crying in my prom dress. I'd be the prom queen if crying was a contest. Makeup is running down, feelings are all around. How did I get here? I need to know. I guess I maybe had a couple expectations. Thought I'd get to them, but no, I didn't. I guess I thought that prom was gonna be fun, but now I'm sitting on the floor and all I wanna do is run. All I wanna do is run. I forgot to tell you I got caught going 95 and a 65. Meta. Met out here driving like an actual maniac. Jeez. What? Wow, were y'all going so fast? Where did you need to go? What the heck? What in tarnation, dingus? Did not pay the ticket? I'm glad you didn't. But boy, howdy. Love this artist, especially this song and Suffice. I love MXM Tunes' Fever Dream. That's my favorite. What in tarnation? You know what? I should draw that one. Even laugh at the stupidity. 'Cause I made some real big mistakes, but you made the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you make me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts as you sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, fame fucker, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. Is that 95 kilometers per hour, 65 miles per hour tone? I think it's a miles per hour. I think you say it like that. So good, thank you. Oh, what a mesmerizing, paralyzing, fucked up little thrill. Can't figure out just how you do it, and God knows I never will. You went for me and not her. 'Cause girls your age know better. I've made made some real big mistakes, but you make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts as you sunk your teeth into me. A bloodsucker, fame fucker, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. You thought it was true love, but wouldn't that be hard? You can't love anyone, cause that would mean you have a heart. I tried to help you out, but other than that I can't. The kind of... Whoops, I forgot the lyrics. Understand. I made some real big mistakes, but you make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you make me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts as you sunk your teeth into me. Oh, fame fucker, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. And it'll be a funny story when I have kids. Maybe one day. Kinda has the Yosemite Sam Goblin Cousin vibe. Yeah. Yeah, I was going for like a Doug Dimmadome, but like would kill you if you didn't pay rent sort of thing. This is a bad guy. This is where I get off here. Thank you for the stream, honey. No worries, Johnny. You take it easy, Johnny Rockets. I was jamming out and didn't realize I was going so fast. Sometimes we get a little distracted. So long as no one gets hurt, so we don't do it again. It's okay. It's away from my head. No, another dream. I was 7. I saw a piece of heaven waiting in patience for me now. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. 'Cause I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. Oh, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I was painting pictures. The picture was painting of you. For a moment I thought it was heaven, then again it wasn't true. Oh, and all this time I have been lying, oh, lying in secret to myself. I've been putting sorrow on the farthest place on my shelf. La-dee-da. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. Oh, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. Oh, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. Oh, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I kept running for a soft place to fall, but I kept running for a soft place to fall, but I kept running for a soft place to fall, and I kept running for a soft place to fall. Look at this big ol' hat. Jasky, thank you for the sub with Prime. Oh, come on in. Take it easy. With Gigi gone, you and Iron Mouse are my music girls. Oh, thank you. Who's Gigi? I don't know who Gigi is. Love to hear a duet with you and Mouse. Something I want to try doing. I was going to try to do it today, but I wanted to be gentle with my voice. Is I want to try singing Iron Mouse's opera song. I doubt I can do it, but I would like to challenge myself and see if I could. But it's only illegal if I get caught. That's true with a lot of crimes, honestly. Oh, take me home, home where I belong. Oh, oh, take me home, home where I belong. Love to do that. Yeah, it would be fun. Also, demon killing. Thanks for the posture check. Oh, good stuff. True, meta, if you did get caught. So your Hades clip? Oh, singing Good Riddance? That's a good song. Thanks for the hydrate apple dust. I just drank water, so I'll drink again. I finally got a water bottle with straw, so I can't accidentally spill it. It's so nice. Thank you, Mama, for grabbing it for me. I just wanna be on top. I'm not stressed out. Third of me, you'll be listening nonstop. I've been having migraines. I've been waiting for a while to have it my way. Just a boy acting like a goof. I got 55 voices saying I gotta do what they all say. Got me looking sideways. Don't wanna write a song about a heartbreak. Ooh. Just a boy acting like a fool. Got 100 things I'd rather do. I like this yeehaw rootin' tootin' shootin', honey. Lost my pencil sharpener, I'm sad. Oh no! That's okay, you can always grab another one if you can. It might be around somewhere. It says the person who spilled water. I drank too much too quickly and it came back out of my mouth. I'm not extra proud of that, but I'm trying to own it. I gotta do what they all say. Nothing sideways. Just a boy acting like a ghoul. As long as you mix up hydrate with voice exercise stuff, I believe you could probably get close. Maybe. Honey, Abe will not be impressed on the amount of water you can drink. What if he did, though? What if he did? Honey, I love your attempts at trying to function. At least I'm trying. That's all I can ask of me sometimes. You'll be listening nonstop out the highway. I've been having migraines. Just a boy acting like a goof. I got 55. Honey, I love your attempts at trying to function. Thanks. Silly honey, you're not supposed to breathe and hydrate at the same time. Maybe not. But it doesn't stop my brain from trying. What's a treasure train? I think I've heard of those ones. We might have had one before. But apparently it's a treasure train right now. But Mr. Jangles, thank you for the sub for 4 months. Meta, you packed with her. Oh, good! You found your sharpener! I'm so glad! I think the Kappa hype train is the gold hype train. No worries about hype trains, by the way. I was just curious. I was like, it's not called a hype train. It's called a treasure train. Have you thought about drawing your parents as goblins too? Yes, I have. I do have an idea of what they'd look like. I think it'd be funny because I can draw my sister. If y'all want to see what my sister looks like, I'll probably have to give her a name because like I have so many siblings that I'm gonna have to organize them. Get to level 5, you get 35% off 5 gifts. Oh, that's what it is. It's gone now, so don't worry about it. But that's what that is. Okay, gotcha. But like, My younger sibling, Nephew's mom, kind of looks like this. Like I definitely have the messy wolf cut. So that's just what I look like. My other sister is like I need to stress. Perhaps this is just like my brain, but like my siblings are super attractive. Like I always thought they were more attractive than me, and that might be subjective, but like they are really attractive. Like I don't know what happened, but my siblings are very very pretty, and they take such good care of their skin. It's so impressive. Actually, her ears are more like this. She got up ears. I got down ears. She got up ears. I just need some space. But like they kind of tilt down sometimes when she's tired. Sheer in the dark circles under her eyes with a handful like Nephew. Yeah, yeah. Try not to make her frown because she does smile. Hey, beautiful. What's up? Lo-Fi's mini September with discount. That's nice. I'm glad it's year-round instead of just September. What if the real treasure was the hype we made along the way? Perhaps. Also, Mr. Dangles, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. Honey, you're back. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. This is my sibling. I just need some space. Like, she looks more elf-like than me. I definitely look like a little critter. My sister looks like an elf. I'm not doing her justice right now, but this is like her hair. I just need some space. Why did my brain say she looks kind of like legless when I draw her like this? I haven't drawn the proportions right for sure, but this is kind of what my sibling looks like. I thought the hair was a neck. Thick, muscular neck. Orlando Bloom coated. Kinda, yeah. I haven't worked out her character design yet. Because mine is... I got my hair down. That's my hair. Can I go wolf cut? How are you liking the wolf cut? How are you liking it? Just got permission to blow a kiss for your avatar. For sure, that's fine. Kind of drawing tablet to use? Thank you for asking, Jasky. And thank you, Jeff. I'm gonna say this. I think you're attracted, so maybe your siblings all got it from you. Haha. They would have got it from my parents. My parents are pretty attractive, too. I've seen pictures of them when they were young, and they're very, very pretty. Daramo, thank you for the resub. Happy 18 months. Welcome back. Meta, let me post a picture if you want to. I can find my fear. Isn't it lovely? All alone. Heart made of glass, my mind of stone. Tear me to pieces, skin and bone. Hello, welcome home. Looking for a better place. Something's on my mind. Always in my headspace. But I hope someday I'll make it out of here, even if it takes all night or 100 years. Want a place to hide, but I can't find one. Need to feel alive outside. I can't find my fear. Isn't it lovely? All alone. Heart made of glass, my mind of faces, skin a bone. Hello, welcome home. And my cousin's kids recently graduated high school. I remember when those two were born. I aged a little when I read that. More on my birthday last Tuesday. It's an interesting feeling when you realize the passage of time based on who exists now. Don't we do it? I'll do it. Final warning. What were you warning? Do what? Nor my stubble didn't shave because I got off my trip. That's fair. Let me see. Ooh, that looks good. That haircut look really suits you, Meta. Dang. That's a good wolf cut. Nice. Oh gosh, what? I see, Necro. I see. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. A grenade, that's what you did. You dropped it here. Let's see. Not this song. Ooh. Prairies. What have you done? Lock me up. I'm falling in love. Get me out of here. I say, what? Get it. Plug Bear. Thank you for the 1,000 Chinese. It's a level 4 already. A lot of tears. Blurry nights won't disappear. Up. You yeed your last haul. Sorry, I forgot that this is the caption for this. But I don't care. This isn't fair. Do your hair, write your name. You're driving me crazy, you're driving me mad. I keep dreaming of prairies and memories that we'll have. My mom calls me lazy, my friends call me sad. Haven't been here lately and I haven't been in class. Oh, how original. Girl meets boy is so predictable. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. And you gotta shit you. Say you gotta do. Let me there. Just to think it through. Chasing all my fears. I've waited years and years. I get a feeling every time I go to bed. Are you thinking about me or is it all just in my head? 'Cause I'm falling at the speed of light. Can't keep up with the butterflies. Floating around, no sign of slowing down. Little tasteful cleavage. Break my heart. Ah, Big Will, welcome in. Google wolf cut hairstyle. I can see a certain charm with that style. That's my haircut. So I gave myself a wolf cut, and I really liked it. Ooh! Aku, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. What the heck? Oh gosh, it's still going. Proto Saber, thank you for the 100 shinies. Hanses. Hanses happened since you left. Hans girls control the world now. Hans girls influence the economy now. It's kind of insane. I didn't really know what was going on with the horse girls. I did see a little bit about them, and specifically Gold Rush, and how Gold Rush is a Chad. Good for Gold Rush, I guess. Necro Skullwolf, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. What are you doing? What? Our foxhole is getting bombarded. In the trenches. We're in the trenches and they're raining down from above. Goldship will just actually murder you for fun. I don't know why, but the Haunts Girl game has been popping off recently. Amazing that there is a Haunts Girl game. Pretty cool, actually. My friends call me sad. Haven't been eating lately and I haven't been in class. Pugbear, thank you for the 1,000 shinies. Mr. Jangles, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Wait a minute. Pugbear, I'm doing it again. Anyway, Mohawk, to the stream. Tonight's word is Axota. Axota. Which means grandmother. Usually shortened just as Axo. Good health and good foods be upon ye, your Axo. Yeah. Oh, I picked gooseberries from her garden, and she's making jam out of them. I gotta message her about those and see how it turned out. I got busy all of a sudden. Aku, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Okay. The Hans girls in the Hans girl game are evil and intimidating. I've heard it's fun, but I don't know. We missed the goblin. I can see that. I can see that. Thank you, Aku. Gooseberries. I love gooseberries. I'm not on the leaderboard. What do you... Let it update. Let it update. You're on the leaderboard. Let it update. It's fine. Shrimpku, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Is this... Lelouch, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's a sub war. It's just a sub war. Ah! That's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll make it through this. Ever adamant. That's a good emote. Oh, I should draw high pants. Yeah. I gotta remember what this angle looks like for pants. I think it's like this for pants. Ooh, with a ruby buckle. Ooh! What? Aku, thank you for the 10 gift subs. That keeps jump scaring me. It jump scares me. I need an anatomy class from Honey. Legitimately, I have played around with the idea of making a other streaming account on a site that would allow that. Because yeah, I love doing life drawing and would love to do anatomy studies and help people learn, but it isn't TOS safe to do anatomy studies on Twitch, so perhaps a different one. Another one. Screams like a samurai. A samurai. Aku! Let's see. Up we get. Where is the song I was looking for? Let's do the anatomy of animals. True, that's a different one. You can do anatomy for animals, specifically like how to study their bones and the structures of their bodies and how they move and quadrupeds. It's very fun to study animals because they move in ways that bipedals don't, and so you get to study them. Really cool. Sable, I'm gonna go and turn now, honey. It's been great to have you back. Thanks again for the stream. No worries. I'll be streaming again tomorrow morning. I'm up the highway. I've been having migraines. Let's listen to the K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack. Yeah, baby. If you like cute music, check out From the Start by Good. Oh, I do like Good Kid. It's a takedown. So sweet, so easy on the eyes, not hideous on the inside. Let me know if it's too loud. Anything but that, sorry. When your body's start to show, it makes the hatred wanna grow out of my veins. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Break you into pieces in a world of pain. Cause we're all the same, yeah, it's a takedown. A demon with no feelings don't deserve to live. It's so obvious. I'ma gear up and take it down. 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 I can't rap Korean. One of my cousins can, though. It's wild. She's so good at it. Like we were singing K-pop Demon Hunters when my Florida cousin when she was over, and I was like, bro, first off, you have a gorgeous voice. You can dance. You do K-pop dance covers, and you can rap. What? My cousin is so cool. Are you kidding me? She's so skilled. Can't even do that. I can't even do half of those things. It is insane. She tried to teach me how to do the hand dance. Oh, I hit my mic. I tried to do the hand dances. And it's wild. She's so good. But yeah, this is a cousin that I hadn't met before. Because when we first met, she was a newborn. So she's older now, and she was really excited to meet me because she was like, oh, there's an artist cousin who likes anime, because we don't have a whole lot of that in our family. And so she was so excited to meet me, and I was like, yo, I didn't know you were this cool. Oh my gosh, you've grown up. And also, what? So we talked a whole bunch about like anime and like cosplaying and K-pop. It was very fun. Yeah. Necro, thank you for the gifted sub to Warburn. Thank you. And Game Like, and thanks for the breathe. And then Amadabu, she's hitting us. No, oh, no, I didn't mean it, baby. I didn't mean it. Wolfson, thank you for the 100 shinies. Aku, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Aku! Jeez. Oh, I love this song. How it's done is a good one. She could rap all of this so well. Like, you would think that the original singer was doing it. It's insane. But also, Wilson, thank you for the 100 shinies. Welcome home, honey. Missed you so much. Just got home from work. Was afraid I'd miss your return for a minute there. Let's go! We're back, baby. Pull up a little late to the party. Knocking you out like a lullaby. See that sound ringing in your mind. Better sit down for the show, 'cause I'm gonna show you how it's done, done, done. How it's done, done, done. I'm kind of BSing the fabric here. Run, run, we run the town. Whole world hearing our sound. Turn it up, it's going down. On Trickstone, it's how it's done, done, done. How come every stream honey starts singing? It's my default state when I'm doing art. That's probably why my voice got pretty okay at singing, is just like I sang constantly while I draw. Mascara. Fit check for my napalm era. Knocking you out like a lullaby. Sound ringing in your mind. Better sit down for the show, 'cause I'm gonna show you how it's done, done, done. Every 100 streams also karaoke stream. This is true. This would also make a sick ass wallpaper. It could be fun. That's how it's done, done, done. Hear our voice unwavering till the sound defeats the night, making fear afraid to break till the dark meets the light. I can do the singing parts fine, just the rapping parts I'm not good at. Turn it up, it's going down on Trickstone Mix accessories. Dun dun, show you how. Show you how. On Trickstone, this how it's done, done, done. Oops, wrong one. That high note. Oh, I absolutely want to hear you sing This Is How It Sounds. I do like that song. It's a good one. Never thought you were bad, but you've gotten so good at singing. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I've gotten a lot better since I started streaming. I was a ghost. I was alone. Huh? Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen I was meant to be. Had to play both sides. How couldn't find my own place. Got a problem, child, 'cause I got too wild. Now that's how I'm getting paid. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We're dreaming hard, we came so far, now I believe. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know together we're going, gonna be golden. Oh, up, 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 with our voices. You know together we're gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. No our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be. Good night, Bazooka Blade. You have a good night. Lelouch, thanks for the posture check. And Steel Turtle, thank you for the resub. Happy 9 months. And Lelouch, thanks for the hydrate. Let's go. Also, Wolfson, thank you for the 100 shinies. I can't remember if I said it. Welcome home, honey. Missed you so much. Just got home from work myself. Was afraid I'd miss your return for a minute there. I'm still streaming tomorrow, so we're all good. Also, thank y'all very much for the hype train. That's a lot. Thank you. Oh, voices. You know they should gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm gonna be. Go our time, no fears, no lies. It's who we're gonna be. We're gonna be golden. We're gonna be gonna be glowing. You know that it's our time, no fears, no lies. It's who we're gonna be. You did already? My bad. My other girlfriend and I always get cuddly on stream. Aw, I hope y'all have a good time. It's nice to cuddle. I gotta add the extra things for this. Let me put the accessories over everything so I can see them. There we go. Oh, your idol. Let's go. O sole in favilla, maledictus erus inflammamur. Keeping you in check, getting you upset. No, I'm the only one right now. I'm nothing and it all comes down. More than power, more than gold. Now you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. This is how the breaking to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Maybe your desire. I can be the star you rely on. Only know I'm here to save you. Yeah, I'm on your knees, I would be your idol. Gotta make that thinner. Don't let it show, keep it all inside. The pain and the shame, keep it aside. An obsession is our connection. We've been getting all your attention. You're wearing the brooch right? Some people wear it wrong. How do people wear the brooch wrong? We can do the dryer. Get the mic a little higher. Maybe your desire. Maybe I don't know how you can wear it wrong. They don't put it up to the. Oh! I guess I've seen my grandma wear it so much that, like, I just assumed that everyone just wears it like this. So I guess my grandma's wearing it right. They listen because they think it looks cooler. Ah, I see. Baby, in your mind now. Too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you free when you're all a part of me. Can I get the mic a little higher? Maybe your desire. I'm on the world on fire. Don't you know I'm gonna save you? I'm on your knees, I'ma be your hideout. Chokers in the Western times. Ah, the chokers of the past. Patterns I'm ashamed of, things that even I don't understand. I try to fix it, I try to fight it, but I was twisted. My heart divided, our lives all collided. I don't know why I didn't trust you to be on my side. I broke into a million pieces and I can't go back. But now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. The scars are part of me, darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. Why did I cover up the color stuck inside my head? I should've let the jagged edge beat the light instead. See what's underneath, I'll find your harmony. The song we couldn't write, this is what it sounds like. We're shattering the silence, we're rising defiant, shouting in the quiet, you're not alone. We listen to the demons, we let them get between us, but none of them's around here on our own. So we were cowards, so we were liars, so we're not heroes. We're still survivors, the dreamers, the fighters. No lining, I'm tired, but dive in the fire and I'll be right here by your side. Probably have a leg strap too. We broke into a million pieces and we can't go back. But now we're seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. The scars are part of me, darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. Why did we cover up the colors stuck inside our head? We should have let the jagged edges beat the light instead. See what's underneath, I'll find your harmony. Fearless and undefined, this is what it sounds like. It's pretty similar to a time. Who's your favorite of the boys in the movie? Probably Baby. Baby's probably my favorite. I just think he's got a fun attitude. The rest of them are fine, but like Baby's the most fun. I'm into the Gap Moe. This is what it sounds like. Why did we do? Oops, that's not the lyric. We can't go back, but now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. The scars are part of me, darkness and harmony. A voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. How did we cover up the colors stuck inside our head? We should have let the jagged edges beat the light inside. Tell me what's underneath, tell me it's your harmony. Excuse me. Manager is also super cute. Yeah, I do love him. He is fun. He just loves the girls. They're friends and they trust each other, and I like that. True, after all this time, our voices all combined. When darkness meets the light, this is what it sounds like. This leg is too thin. I selected the wrong thing too. You know what? We're just gonna grab this. Pivot it a little bit. There we go. Niece's play is down high again. Ooh, I hope the niece had fun at her play. How to cancel my Netflix so I haven't seen the movie? Understandable. Fair. When you can put it on your neck, but that's more for serious fancy occasions. Oh, okay. I just assumed because my grandma wears it like this. Here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good to me. And hoping to change, and I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. What does it feel like every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? We keep secrets that we be in chains. On a damage that might make me dangerous. You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. Why don't we both try fighting what we're running from? We can't fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We can be free. We can't fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless. Abnarbot, thank you for the resub. Happy 24 months. Congrats on 2 years. Welcome on back. The acapella version, never mind. No, this is just a song. Be cute to see a cowgirl honey wheeling a tub of ice cream and scooping, like in that one episode from Pooh Bear. Ooh, that could be cute. Scooping some ice cream on a hot day. What if he said if we never face it? Let we find a way to escape it. We can be free, free. We can't fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless. Oh, so take my hand, it's so bad. What if we are what's broken? Try to hide when something broke. I couldn't sing, couldn't make me hope. We can't fix it if we never face it. Won't the past be the past till it's weightless? I'm excited for my voices like back into shape for streaming because then I could sing way more. Oh, this is just twice. Nice. Have a good time making the call, Johnny. Lucky, 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 lucky. Hi, be lucky, be lucky, 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 be lucky, lucky, lucky. See, honey is leaning in to see what she'd draw again. Yeah. Sometimes taking a break from your old art pieces and coming back with fresher feelings is such a good feeling. It's so nice. I like it. Baby cream bum bum bum. Lipstick good mama. Heard the acapella version of Gold? No. Girls released an acapella version. It's better than the one with music. Ooh. That's saying something because Golden is already pretty good. Haven't got many honey streams, but hearing her sing again makes me feel like something is back in my life I've been missing. Aww. Thank you. I'm glad you like it so much. And I'm glad you're having a good time. Have you heard the acapella version of Golden? I can look at it afterwards. Lifting good mama. Sad cowboy hours. Oh, I forgot I have one bite of spaghetti left. Cold spaghetti. I had dinner before stream, but I had one bite left. Me like it, like it, like it. Me like it, like it, like it. Actually, this is a pretty good one. DNA is a good one. Any spaghetti with special with the spaghetti meatballs family recipe? It's a Chef Boyardee recipe from Tasting History. It's quite good. I do recommend giving it a try. I used to not like spaghetti with carrots because every time I would have it, it would not be properly made and be way too sweet. But doing the actual historic recipe, I'm like, oh, actually, this is quite good. This is quite tasty, actually. Tasting history mentioned? Yeah, it was a tasting history recipe. Post the acapella version of Golden to the musical showcase. Ooh, thank you. A sad cowboy. Being a ruby writer is a lonely job. Favorite carrot sounds odd, but I'm recovering picky eater who's making an effort to try more things. Yeah, I do recommend trying that Chef Boyardee recipe because it is quite good and it's fairly simple. Best thing you can do is like if you're not sure you can eat it all, make it with friends or family, and they will help you eat it. So even if you can't, they can help. But if you do like it, you can make it again. Miss having meatballs to my spaghetti. Meat's getting too expensive. Meat's getting a little pricey, as well as the quality is kind of dipping. So I have to be very choosy about my meals. It's kind of getting tough out there. Ah, thank you, Myth. Yeah. Sad cowboy hours. Yeehaw, gamers. If I chibiify this, maybe I'll make it into like a sad cowboy emote, because honestly, this makes me laugh too much not to use it. One of my favorites is ship biscuits. Ooh, ship biscuits. That sounds nice. Like, I'll definitely be checking some of these out. Whenever you're in doubt and need to save money, look at peasant recipes. Genuinely, peasant recipes are great. They're a lot of the times they're nutritious. You can make them in big batches and they will last you a long time. So, Jeff, it's basically a brick made of flour. Is that what it is? Oh my gosh. Hardtack and portable soup. What the? I haven't seen all of tasting history, but interesting. Clack clack is the sound the ship biscuits make when you hit them together. That's a flour brick. That's just a brick. Like a ceramic tile? Jeez. I just think sailors are supposed to dip in salt water. Humans think of the craziest things. And I'm very glad that they do. Because you get a lot of really neat stuff when they do that, you know? Glad you enjoyed your vacation. Sorry I came back to yell that. What can you do, you know? Do you happen to know the old folk tune Lone Prairie? The cowboy poison got me thinking about it. No, I don't, actually. Hardtack is the bread you need to break with a hammer? Oh my gosh. I love learning about the past. In a moment, I'm gonna get rid of this sister drawing. Because it's not where I want it to be. I haven't solidified it or her design down. Take your hot water, add a bit of portable soup, basically dehydrated soup leather. Crumble ship biscuit in there, and now you have a quick meal. Impressive. I made it once, and it's not for eating as is. You either dip it in brandy, rum, grog, or soup, whichever is available. Again, this is what I mean. It's like, this is fascinating. Food history is probably one of the most fascinating things. I love learning about food and why it was made for the period it existed in. Because you learn so much about life from food. I love it. Let me do a little writing. You yeed your last haul. I actually used to make hardtack with my Meemaw. She was mostly homebound on account of the oxygen tank, but I'd take it camping. It was fun breaking them in half, putting them in a sock, and whacking it with a stick against a rock. Then we poured it in soup and thickened it up. That's cool. That's really cool. Tending Voodoo, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. Welcome on back. Couldn't refrigerate stuff for a long time, so we had to be really creative when it came to a long-term food storage, especially for stuff like sea travel. Yeah. So as far as I know, because of Townsend's, and a little bit of tasting history. I've watched more Townsend's than tasting history. More art tomorrow, I presume? Yeah. Yeah, baby. I missed art. But from what I've learned in terms of food preservation, it is salt. Like just a pure salt brine. And keeping it in salt. Honey or sugar to preserve it. Or preserving it in fat to kill the oxygen. Townsend's my beloved. I love Townsend's. Makes me want to be able to draw Ghibli food because Townsend is so good. Not this song. Let's listen to Golden Acapella. You know we're gonna be golden. Gonna be golden. Let's see. Give it a listen, baby. Is it playing? Oh, I guess. Oh. Oh, it's like no music. Okay. Pemmican, yeah. To believe I was the queen I'm meant to be. I think this is just the vocals. Cause I got to now that's how I'm getting paid. Seriously, love Townsend. Loves Townsend's. I learned so much from watching Townsend's. Maybe it's Bard posting. Gonna be golden. Voices. Gonna be golden. I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like a butterfly. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies. That's who we're born to be. But these patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe we're going up, up, up. It's how I've always, you know that we're going, gonna be golden. Up, 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 in our voices. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be. We're gonna be golden. We're gonna be golden. What in tarnation? Their acapella is really good. Oh, their voices are gorgeous. You know we're gonna be going. You know that it's our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be. I want to be able to sing those high notes with more force. It's already been 3.5 hours. It's been 3.5 hours? I missed streaming. All right. Let me finish this face, and then tomorrow we'll just color this. I've gotten so much it feels like I've gotten so much faster since I took a break, and I am so happy about that. Makes me happy. You know we're gonna be golden. They're gonna be. Time flies when you're yee and haws. You know, you're so real for that. You're so, so real for that. Once and Never Needed Me. It's a good song. Cool in the dead of the night. It seems just such a delight to hear your voice again. Been a long time since I last saw you. Reveal all your secrets to me. Because you're scared. What the hell am I supposed to do? If you can't change, I doubt that I could help you. I've made plans and sorry that without you in my head, I could do what you like. I know I didn't care what you do with your life. I hope you just take it easy. I hope that you never need me. And maybe you'll regret not sticking around. But how can I swim if you're pulling me down? Just promise you'll take it easy. I hope that you never need me. Hello, Vessel. Welcome back. We're back to streaming. Let's go, baby. I missed it. Get supported, honey. Throwing zip. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I clicked on it, saw it for a moment, and then it disappeared. Thank you, Pestle. For context, I was like, oh, here's something I finally might be really interested on Throne. They're loop earplugs. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's specifically meant for people with sensory issues, such as sensitive hearing, which, as you know, I have extremely large ears that are very, very sensitive. And so walking around, just going downtown, or even just being in my apartment, sometimes I can hear the buzz of electronics. So I'm very excited to give it a shot, to try and see if they work. So thank you, Pestle. Hear they're good. I should probably get a pair myself. Yeah, I put the loop earplug switch 2 on there. So apparently there are multiple settings. It's the one with multiple settings on it. I'm very excited to try it. It's the first time where I'm like, oh, yippee, something I might actually want. So thank you, Pestle. They're great for concerts. Yeah, they're great for concerts. I'm particularly interested in trying them at movies. Because something I did ever since I was a kid is my earbuds that were sound canceling broke. So what I do is I clip them, just keep the buds, and put them in a little container and bring them with me into movie theaters. Because the sound was way too much in theaters when I was a kid. Actually, as an adult, too. So I still wear earplugs like that. But now I have ones that are specifically meant for it, but instead of muffling it, makes the sound clear. Didn't share a funny goblin? You yeed your last haul, baby. Just promise you'll take it easy. I hope that you never need me. You have a great singing voice. Oh, thank you, President Noops. That's very kind of you to say. I'm very excited to work on these tomorrow because I'm gonna do the line art for him, and then we'll call it a stream, and we'll be back tomorrow. New crush, high school love again, the rush of slumber body kissing. Don't touch, I'll never cross the line, so I pushed you down a million times. I'd love if you knew you were on my mind. Constant like cicadas in the summertime. Boys suck and girls I've never tried, but we both know we're getting drunk tonight. Touch me, baby, put your lips on mine. Oof, would be nice if my voice was fully warmed up. You know what? It probably is. I just haven't used it like this in over a month. Well, not over a month. In a month. I haven't sung like this in a month. Oh, gosh. Yeah, no wonder I'm rusty. Gotta get back into it. I wanna know, baby, what is it like? I know you want it, baby, you can have it. Oh, I've never done it. Naked in my hand. Touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. Naked in my hand. Bigger hat. Yeah. For me, I usually just need the muffling. A lot of muffling, because I can always hear perfectly fine. Too well, in fact, so I need something to take the edge off sounds. Ramen. Switch ones are very nice and different uses. Those are the ones I have. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm very excited to try them then. They're very, very... They look very interesting, and I wonder if it'll fix or help me with my ear sensitivity. Meta BRB getting dinner? Yeah, no worries. Get some dinner. I'm gonna finish up the line art, and then we'll call it a stream. Your Rusty sounds downright polished. Oh, thank you. I'm excited for it to get back to being really polished. Someone mine could go to hell, but we're probably fine. I know you want it, baby, you can have it. Oh, I've never done it. Naked in Manhattan. Touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. Dark lips and lip gloss, French kiss sitting crisscrossed. But don't try, then it's my loss. An inch away from more than just friends. Touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. Won't you fucking touch me? I just want to touch you. I want all of your love. Oh, 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 oh. Naked in my hand. What in tarnation? What in tarnation? Ooh, espresso. They also can't hear other people chewing food for them. You know what's unsettling? Being able to hear your own heartbeat in your wrist. Yeah, that does sound very tough, Myth. What kind of games are you looking forward to streaming after coming back? I plan on finishing Dark Souls 2. That's the big one I want to do. And I have a couple games in mind for hopefully September. My goal is to finish Dark Souls 2 in August. I have no idea how much I have left in the game. But in September, I'm hoping to potentially do a little more streams. That's the hope. Instead of 3 streams a week, potentially 4. Because I find that if I stream potentially 2 art days and 2 game days, then I'll probably get through games in a much more well-paced fashion, let's say. Because it takes a little while to go through games because I only stream 3 times a week. I know I got 'em. Including DLC a little bit, without DLC only a bit. Gotcha. Soft skin and I perfumed for ya. I know a mountain dew for you. That morning coffee brewed it for you. One touch and I brand new it for you. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, isn't that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it out like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Say maybe 3/4 of the way? Okay, that's not bad. Might have fun to do some smaller games then I wanted to do before September hits. Yes, I'm a singer. Oh, he looks so cute. Wrap around my finger, my twisted humor. Make him laugh so often. My honeybee. Come and get this pollen. Too bad your ex don't do it for ya. Walked in and dream came true to for ya. Soft skin, I perfumed it for ya. Oh, I know a mountain dew it for ya. That morning coffee brewed it for ya. Watching up brand new it for ya. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, isn't that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it out like Nintendo. Baby, you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Think about me every night. Oh, isn't that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it out like Nintendo. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Jaku, sorry for being late. No worries. I'm streaming tomorrow anyway, so even if you don't make it for today, there will be other days. Say you can't sleep, maybe I know. It's the me espresso. This one's a fine song. What about... Looking forward to more pixels. Dark Souls 2 is pretty good. I've come around on it. It is good. Medicine beer. Specifically Make You Mine. It's such a good song. Wanna taste, taste, taste. Wanna get you go. I wanna lay. Wanna string. Wanna make you mine. I mean it. Closer I get. Can you resist? Oof, I can feel my voice getting tired. What in darnation? This is a pretty good one. This one's a pretty good one. I wanna make you mine. Totally understand the criticisms it receives and agree with a lot of them, but I also think it has a lot of merits that are underappreciated. Peak Souls 2. Yeah, I think it is good, and I like what it did with Dark Souls. The problem I have with it is I think it should have been called a different game. Because when I went directly from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, it was so different and with such a different style that I could not enjoy it in the same way, and I think that's what threw me off. I think if they announced that Miyazaki had done a different game with a similar aesthetic, maybe they could have gotten away with it, but then again, maybe it would not have been as good. Speaking of food preservation, that's the origin of fruit punch. Originally, sailors made a drink called punch, the Sanskrit word for five, for its 5 ingredients. First is alcohol, kill harmful bacteria. Second is water for hydration, diluting the alcohol. Third is a citrus, and fourth is sugar for vitamins to stop scurvy. Fifth is spices for other nutrients. Oh, okay. See, that's pretty cool. I think that is very, very fascinating. History is so cool. I wanna get you going. I wanna lay you down. I wanna string you out. I wanna make you mine. Also, Game Lycan got all the redeems, and I was busy looking at art. Rice and such, thank you for the resub. Happy 45 months. Thanks for the posture check, Game Lycan. Whew, and hydrate. Maybe they should call it Demon Souls 2. They might, if they called it Demon Souls 2, it might have been better, because I've heard that Demon Souls is similar in terms of its difficulty, but I get it. Although the Patches-like character was fun in his own right. Some people don't like the Patches, but that's fair. Again, like, thanks for the earwiggles. Wanna make you mine. Oh, also breathe. Make you mine. Alrighty, I think that's pretty good for today. We did a good chunk of... Oh, this goes to Avenue while we go out. But we listened to a good chunk of music, got to tell y'all what happened while I was away, and draw a little bit of rootin' tootin' shootin' honey. Tomorrow I will be streaming at 9 a.m. PST or PDT or noon EST, depending on your time zone. And we're just going to be doing art and chilling again. I think it'll be very nice and fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's fun. Excuse me. Thanks for streaming. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm just checking to make sure the person I'm thinking of rating is not ending. Okay, this should be good. Here we go. Let's go visit this person. Honey's back. Let's see. What's a good 9 a.m. PDT? Yeah, so if it's 6:40 now for me. So about 14 hours. I'll be streaming in about 14 hours. We're going to be doing art and taking it nice and easy. Probably going to be an art karaoke stream as it usually is. Hopefully my voice is fine though. I'm going to take a lot of good care of it. Oh my gosh, that's actually really good meta. Howdy partners. That's the raid message. But yeah, we're going to be chilling, taking it easy, and enjoying our time here. I am so happy to be back and doing art. Ooh, I have so many things. I have so many things that I'm excited to show y'all. And things are getting closer much faster. And I'm so excited. So pumped. But yeah. All right, let's go visit. Let's go visit Geronimo Kiddo. So Kiddo is doing a GoFundMe. Be sure to check it out. I'm sure Kiddo will explain it in a much better way than I can. But we want to say hi to Kiddo and just chill, take it easy. I love Kiddo's model. Like it reminds me of I think Bishonen is like the best way I can describe it, but it's like it's nice. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm excited to stream tomorrow. Thank y'all for being so kind and welcoming when I came back. And thank you for being so understanding about me taking a month off. I feel so much better coming back now. My art feels so much smoother and so much nicer genuinely taking a break, and I am back to it and eager. I have finished a bunch of projects behind the scenes that I'm so excited for y'all to see, and I'm so happy about it. Yeah. But yeah, I will see y'all real soon, okay? Y'all be good. Take care of yourselves. Have fun, and I will see you very soon. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Take it easy.